Yeah, Oklahoma City back here in the end.
What's going on?
Get that done.
Hope you all having a good day.
Everything's nice and quick.
He's still yapping in the background.
Hope you're having a great day. Oh yeah, we got some.
Oh,
Yeah,
you stopped it right before he said "Go Birds."
Yeah, that's the point. I know it now. Because fuck the birds. Everyone, welcome to episode 72.0. As we mean that because imagine talking about the news, bullshitting for like almost 2.5 hours, and your mic was not fucking even, selected in the channel. Lo and behold, Tyler's audio wasn't even on the selector. Look.
You didn't have me recorded either?
Nope, because I had literally trying to change stuff from doing Planet Coaster recordings. It's just I do a wholly different setup just to a podcast, so I just didn't switch it over. And now that I'm doing multiple sets of multiple formats of content, I should say, and have 4 screens looking at me, so now that I have a webcam, so that we have more natural conversation between the two of us, so we can see each other's faces and everything. Yeah, it's it's a lot. But no, yeah, I've done it before to where it's I caught the first 10 minutes, but everything else after that, I caught it, right? I haven't gone a full episode doing that. But that's been
those good ones too. We broke down Wiener Park.
I mean, we're still gonna do that, but
yeah. Probably.
I mean, not really to the same extent, but yes, they have Wiener Coasters out there. Okay, just know that.
Looping wieners.
But no, nothing would happen with you, right? Otherwise, I don't think we're anything happening.
No, I had my tangent on. We did the Kumba breakdown we looked at all the roller coasters.
Oh yes. Oh, that's the thing is we could do a quick recap on some of that because they were some actual days that were so stupid that I do remember because it was so fresh. But otherwise, Rapterra opening. We're gonna hear its thoughts. The death of wooden coasters. We're starting a Moaga. Make wooden coasters great again. Because it has to happen. A shitty situation at Alton Towers. We actually didn't cover that, but it's tough to be a bug. Closing. Quick Universal stuff. Quick Disney stuff. Yeah.
We did a breakdown on that, and that thing looks good. I think the family side, the pacing looks better than the looping side.
So we don't have to, unless we come up with other point of views that we think of for some reason. Yeah, we don't have to look at any of the point of views in here anymore. So
yeah, which will make for a better cast anyways, because it won't be silent listening to things or watching videos, which doesn't come through in this format.
People love hearing us talk over it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But
That's
it's not like we're
good,
silent.
That's because we have good fans.
So if anything, it's not like we're just silent. I know last time when me, you, and Scoob were looking at one, it was all 3 of us chiming in. And
the fucking ultimate, that thing's a funny one to watch, to be honest. If you haven't seen it, go watch it.
I don't know how to describe it. Hot and cold, the ride, yes and no. It's like Katy Perry, like Katy Perry's song The Ride. Because the first half is absolute trash, and the second half is I think it's like what you said, steel boulder dash.
Yeah, it's not even steel boulder dash, it's aluminum pipe boulder dash.
Yeah, because I was about to say, boulder dash is already steel at this point. Moaga. Anyways, shout outs to Throw Culture, Chris and Nessa. Oh, for real, everyone everyone in the Coast community, for real. I have no beef with no one, so.
I got plenty of beef. I got beef for the both of us.
I have no beef.
I don't have real beef. I actually stay away from most of the real drama, and yeah.
I think I need to get my ashtray, and I'm pissed. I'm just gonna run like for literally 5 seconds.
All right, I'll take over. Let's talk about beef for a second. Don't eat it. All right.
Okay.
Easy enough.
So.
I gave him a valuable life lesson.
What?
You'll have to listen back. You weren't there. Sorry.
Well, I'm gonna end the recording now and listen to it.
What do you need an ashtray for? You have a bong.
Yeah, some of the ash didn't go through, bro. Sometimes it be like that. Also, I'm hitting DNA cake 23%. What are you drinking, coffee-wise? Because this is a very... this is our morning. This is not early morning, but it's a morning recording.
Sobercast for me, again, obviously. I'm drinking a nice crispy ice water, and I'm drinking out of my beautiful, probably the most pretty coaster-themed mug I've ever seen, the Phoenix Rising cup. I'm drinking a nice black coffee with a touch of sugar.
I feel like there's definitely prettier cups that you own.
Dude, this thing is stunning. Has all the 5 things, has all the 4 things on it. It's the stained glass, shows all the elements. It's fucking sick. I don't know what you're talking about.
You need to show me your closet right now. Show your mug. Show me your mugs.
So, it's got, first off, it's white.
I mean, that one is good.
I love white and red.
Actually.
And then you spin it around. It's all the stained glasses of all the elemental birds.
That's a 7.3 out of 10.
Honestly, the only thing I think is competitive with it is my broken one, my McTavish.
How do you broke 2 mugs?
I chipped the Twisted Timbers, which is also a nice looking mug. I dropped it on top of my brand new Dorney Park mug. I think I used that mug like 3 or 4 times. It was like a week or 2 after I got home with it. And I broke it. And I got that, I believe, in September when I was there for the Haunt event.
You just tipping bongs or tipping mugs like they're bongs, man.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is I probably only broken like 2 glass pieces in my life. One of which was my favorite little bowl/pipe. It was a little glass chili pepper, jalapeno pepper. And it was one of the first smoking apparatuses I got whenever I started years back. And I broke it at the barn, so I had it for a while. And now I don't have any smoking apparatus because I gave it all away.
By the way, I'm thinking about... I think the only good NASCAR themed coaster was 305.
And Intimidator.
No, I'm not taking that one.
It is.
Intimidator. That's a slug on rails.
So last the unrecorded episode, West went on a tangent on Formula One, and I said it's stupid, and then we looked up.
Basically.
Yeah, there's the TLDR, and then we looked up. Oh, 1 second. I have someone at my door.
You have Baby Yoder, by the way. Which, if there's any more shout-outs, basically, just shout-outs to y'all for listening to the Megasode. That was a very fun one. And more content like that will be out there soon. Shout-outs to all the homies I know that have made it out to... I know that went to recent trips these past few weeks. That's going to be just a quick little... thing. But Towers is getting back now. Yeah, someone just came into his house unwarranted. He's actually fighting them off right now.
Sorry about that.
So you had to fight off an intruder. I was just narrating to them how you were just... I wouldn't. Someone just barged into your house and you had to fight them off with your butcher knives.
No, my butcher knives. No, I'm never getting my hands dirty, bro. I'm shooting first. It was the maintenance guy. My toilet flapper's been leaking, so.
The flapper? Wait, what? Your bidet ain't working like Pantherian?
What?
Yeah, Pantherian has bidets. I say this all the time. 305 has bidets.
Oh, yeah, the little coolers.
Bro, I am very excited about that. But no, I was just covering and just saying shout outs to homies, everything. Yeah. Otherwise, unless you
Very,
got other shout outs yourself, you know.
very professional start to the show again. Um,
I mean,
did you
we should
shout
probably just
out
put that as like the most. We should just bake on that. The most professional podcast
the
records a whole podcast, doesn't record their voices. Uh, starts recording, has a man walk in unwarned. So we can't record.
doesn't have his is a smoker, doesn't have his ashtray with him.
I mean, I've done that a few times, but sometimes I'll just like suck it through. But that time it did not suck through. Unsend.
Great,
Sometimes you know,
screenshot.
it unsend. I unsend. There's nothing to screenshot. I don't know what you're screenshotting, man. You're just screenshotting nothing in the chat. Kind of weird, bro. Kind of weird. No, but really, I was saying, yeah, sometimes just goes through in the ash, through the bowl piece. Yeah, no need to phrase there. So
Yeah, was it Formula Rosa?
No, it was Ice Speed. If y'all,
Ice,
you know what, we should
dude.
do that. Coaster of the Cast. Ice Speed is the coaster of the cast. Just because it's the first coaster of the cast, season 3. Fuck it, we're doing that.
Yeah, I dig it. Yeah, because you know what? No, pause. The other option is
Let's actually go over
obviously
that shit. Huh?
the other option is Wiener looping, because this
Okay,
is
but
a
it's not
Wiener-
out
This
yet.
is a Wiener Lovin' podcast.
We'll add that when it officially opens.
Okay, because
Yeah, because we're
last
not adding
episode
Wiener Coaster yet.
we looked at all like 17 roller coasters. Their crazy random adjectives they had to describe
Yeah.
their coasters.
Yeah, that park looks like
Probably Australia's biggest theme park.
It looks like Ren and Stimpy. No, not Ren and Stimpy. Like some random cartoon. I'm trying to think of like Oswald the Octopus. If it were like he went to an amusement park, that might be a very niche cartoon for some people. But like, I can't think of it. Like, it's just a very wholesome cartoon.
Isn't
What?
Ice Speed a dickbag fucking YouTuber?
I show Speed, and he used to be, but now he honestly has improved so much as a human, in my opinion. Not only is he going around the world showing like different cultures and being accepting of different like just basically showing his millions of viewers like, hey, like, you know, other shit exists, you know, this shit's cool. Like,
Doesn't he bark at women and kids and shit?
you see, he used to. That's what I'm saying, and now he's grown out of that completely. He
Mhm.
doesn't do any of that shit anymore.
But the problem is when you do something like that as a huge influencer, you influence the youths to
Yeah,
do
but
shit like that.
what happens? What are you supposed to do if that was 3 years ago? You're never supposed to change.
Oh no, you should have the. But does he address it and say, "Hey, don't"?
Yeah,
do
he's
this
been
thing?
addressed it.
Okay, and he tells people to not do that because
Yeah, whenever
that's
anything like that
stupidest thing on
happens
earth.
on his stream or in person or any of that, he is like, he's gone way past. He's matured a lot as a human, and honestly, that's why becoming an influencer at a teenager age, it's like, you honestly probably you can't say not to do it, but it's just like you're growing up way too fast a lot of the times.
I feel like my voice is going to be very varied in this because I'm
It hasn't changed really.
okay. Because I'm standing up, I'm picking up my mic. Oh, like when you can see. Like,
So Ice Speed is the coaster of the day cast. It is from Mirablandia, the park Mirablandia. It's an Intamin LSM. It's a Blitz coaster, one of the few around here. You know, opened in 2009, same year as Cheetah Hunt. Wow, go figure. I think same restraints too. Yep, same restraints. Imagine getting that instead.
God.
Imagine an Ice Speed clone in your park, and that's a Cheetah Hunt, because it's actually a Cheetah Hunt. It has a top hat, corkscrew inline twist, and that corkscrew looks like they slightly toned it down from Maverick, so it looks insane. We already looked at the video, so next time we will look at the video, it'll probably be a ride that we're not as familiar with. Maybe we'll be surprised we are familiar with, but wait, this is actually LSM? This is not. That seems snappy for LSM. I mean, I guess Maverick and Velocicoaster are one to and apparently Sandy's is a very snappy too. So Oh, this is actually really close to Monza, I think. Either Monza or where's the other Italy? Oh, fuck. I can't think of it right now. I know when I see it, but oh my god. All F1 Italy tracks. Imola. I think it's by Imola.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyways, yeah. I'm not going to bring any more F1 to this. I'm sorry, Tyler. Apparently, it's only 68 miles per hour, though. And it looks like it's like damn near 80, which is insane. Talks about the pacing. Check this ride out. But
We should try to do like some type of international coverage every episode, so that way, whenever we play Coastal, I'm not clueless.
oh, for Coaster of the Cast?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't have to be. But I'm saying we should. Obviously, we cover news worldwide, but it helps me because I'm very centrist, and which is ironic because I'm not. But yeah, because anytime I do Coastal and it's not American, I'm like, well, I give up.
No. It's just because it's
Unless it's a B&M. Dude, we talked about B&M for a solid like 25 minutes and how good they are, and you were like, oh yeah, all their sit downs are mid, and then we looked.
No, I
and
said all their floorless are mid.
Except
Which
there's
is
only like 2 or 3
objective. Objective. I will go over this again, but in like TLDR bolded point format because
TLDR, they're actually a lot better than everybody thinks.
Well, I named all the good ones, and even then, all those are like out top 60, 80, besides like Dominator and Krypton. Those are the exceptions.
But I don't think Scream is a skip at that park, and that's
no. Yeah, I guess at that point. Yeah,
and
the
also,
only ones that are skips are Batman
even
Dark Fight, or Dark Knight. Or
you even mentioned that the Six Flags Discovery Kingdom one that I get a ride soon.
Oh yes, because that one actually does look like it's good.
Exactly. It looks like
is that a clone?
Riddler's. It looks like a like Riddler's, to be honest.
Let's see. I feel like that's a clone for some reason, but it could not be. I think it's its own ride. I mean, it's hard to tell with the B&M, I'm just kidding. The only reason I say that is because it might be similar to Kraken, just because of the straight down drop. It angles the same way. Does Kraken goes into a loop, right?
Yes.
Then it goes into what after a Corporal?
Here, I'll watch the.
I guess we'll just watch it together. Why not?
Here, no, I'll watch a POV on my screen. Oh, sorry, I just pulled up Park Visions on YouTube. Which one?
Shout out Park Visions. So. Go look at all his Rapterra and Big Bad Wolf content, all the Virginia content. He loves my state. I love it too. My state's great for coasters. I love it.
All right, so I've got Kraken on here.
I have Medusa.
Okay, let me know when you're at the top of the drop.
You can save hundreds.
Also, I'm sharing my screen too, but not that it.
Very funny.
Unless you have a separate screen.
Doesn't even look like me.
Uber Eats is delivering more deals, so you can get more food.
It's weird.
I can't skip any of these ads, man.
I'm hearing your advertisements, but I'm watching mine, and I'm very confused.
All right.
Okay, so right out of the gate, it's
we're just gonna go
yours goes left, this one goes right.
All right. So bank out to the left, you bank out to the right.
Yeah.
Yours is painted more recently. This has not been painted in like maybe 10, 15 years.
Kraken's first little dip looks a little bit steeper, to be honest. All right, let me know when you're at the tippy top of that chain lift.
I'm at the top. Okay, they definitely. That drop looks slightly different, but I think Kraken over 2001, right?
Can you pause yours for like half a second? Okay, good. Go. There we go.
Into dive loop.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh shit. Are they similar?
I was like, it looks.
Into
zero G roll.
Uh-oh.
Into a Cobra roll. Do we say?
No, mine's a Cobra roll. Yours isn't.
Sea Serpent.
Yeah, yours is different.
Wait, is that Sea Serpent? I think it is.
That one's drawn out. into the brakes. Okay, it's fuck.
And then they're definitely interlocking corkscrews after. There's no way it's not. Like, corkscrew.
Nope, mine does a loop.
Oh, okay. Yours doesn't have interlocking. Kraken does not have interlocking, if I remember correctly.
And mine does a loop. They both end with that corkscrew, though. Look at that.
So they're similar.
Really cool.
I mean,
They're very similar. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to tell the difference.
just be blacked out.
Because you go back to your Cobra roll. You have a Cobra roll. I have a Cobra roll. You have the.
What the fuck is this? Ew! It's like a really elongated sea serpent roll.
Yeah, it's almost like a Cobra roll that has like a whole flat track in the middle of it. That's weird.
It's a disgusting sea serpent roll. That's all I'm saying.
That's weird.
Also,
both these
Flash at that
coasters
park looks hilarious.
Oh yeah, I get to ride that. Oh boy.
I'm so lucky. You're so lucky to ride Gold Striker. Gold Striker. But no, the floorless coaster model. Let's look at it real quick. We're talking about it. Then we'll get into the news, I guess, because really, you're counting all those, anyways. We gotta go all the way back.
We did mention Hydra.
Oh yeah, Hydra is I'm sorry, that's trash.
It's something. It's good to look at. Has a cool sign and is.
The sign is really cool. I guess that was makes you mad. Like the build up to it, you're like, okay, wow, I'm gonna be getting on this pretty decent, B&M floorless, and then you're like, you start off with a JoJo roll, and then you go down a slide at a playground, and after that, they try to make sure you feel nothing. It's impressive how they try to make
it's the
you feel
Daredevil
nothing.
dive of B&M.
And now you're playing Coastal right now? Not yet. Maybe at the end.
Just stop looking at my screen.
Well, why you look? You could stop sharing it, but now I'm gonna keep it up. Now, Six Flags New England's trash.
I keep sharing my
excuse
screen.
me.
You're like, wait, you're playing
I said that too
Baldur's Gate
fast.
3?
Six Flags New England is not trash. That's an underrated park. Batman Dark Knight is trash. At Six Flags New England.
That's the Nothing Burger coaster. Actually, Hydra is the Nothing Burger.
Yeah, Hydra is
Here, real quick, can we do another POV comparison?
to what?
You do Hydra. I'll do Dark Knight.
I think we need to move past this. Look.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. This is
Where's-
supposed to be a short.
Where's the U-shaped roller coaster? What the fuck is that? Oh.
It's not a B&M, yeah.
Oh, my bad. Let me go to B&M. B&M floorless, huh? Yes. All right, yeah. Last one was Hot Wheels Nitro at Magica. Is that a clone?
No, it's amazing apparently.
Really?
Yeah, this is. Oh, India? It looks badass.
I mean, the colors look pretty neat. Oh, look at that profiling on that drop.
Yeah, that drop looks crazy.
Ew, you're looking at Batman? Ugh.
I want to do a Hydra versus Batman comparison because they're probably the most.
Batman
snoozy of
is
the-
slightly better, but ugh, gosh, this is like a mini B&M floorless. I wonder if it actually like pulls forces because of that. I kind of won't lie. The way that they themed around it though does not. It feels like B&M should not have like worked on this ride, but should use like another manufacturer. It's like no theming.
Yeah, Dark Knight is better than Hydra, isn't it?
Yeah, Dark Knight does something, but you're just like Superman and Wicked Cyclone are there, and you're like, okay, like Superman's right there. Like, why am I gonna?
And the SLC.
Oh yeah, apparently that is good. I just saw the legs jiggling too much, and I was trying to hit rewrite the other marquee, so I just didn't prioritize. But I kind of wish I did.
Yeah, no, it's I mean, I've only been on good SLCs to be honest. So whenever people are hating on them, but that is our community, right? They hate roller coasters.
We hate roller coasters. That's every community. You hate what you are loving the most, apparently. But realistically,
What is that Damien right there?
Damon, Tivoli Gardens.
Oh, it's tiny. Oh, it's like
Yeah, it's very small. It's like Castelli Gardens, I think, is in the city, if I remember correctly.
that's a cool looking station though. Holy fuck.
That's very pretty.
Yeah.
Um,
Moving on.
yeah. Moving on as you play Coastal.
I'm not playing. I'm waiting.
Yeah, I don't know what I was gonna say, but B&M floorlesses are mid. Like that's why they stopped making them.
We've came to the conclusion that they're actually not mid, and they're
pretty good, I guess. But like, let's see when they peaked. Superman, Krypton in 2000, Dominator, 2000, because that was Batman. Wow, so all the good ones were in 2000. Scream
Cracking.
wasn't bad 2003, and then Hydra was like, fuck it, you know, we're not even gonna do that, like. Because Hellraiser, I mean, that one has an interesting setting.
Ugh, that's ugly as fuck, though.
You think so?
Yeah, yellow and red is ugly together.
No, it's not. Bro, you loved 305. Like,
Yeah, it doesn't look like that though.
so you think Flash Vertical Velocity is ugly?
Yes.
It's like the same color. I wouldn't say ugly, but I guess it's bold.
I still think they should just make Intimidator all black.
Yeah, they do that, and then they're paying for sets of wheels a day.
Get over it.
I mean, I wish, but then all of a sudden they use that as a reason. Guys, we're getting rid of it. Too much to run. Quite frankly, too much to run. And then imagine seeing that falling like you saw a car. I'm sorry,
We're chaining ourselves. I know I've got a King Ka ass tattoo, but I-305 is my number one. I would not let it go down.
Well, let's get through some of the news. What did I cover
Here,
any news?
while we're off the news, we'll do a quick recap. I don't think Kumba's opening.
Yeah, I guess we'll cover that.
Wes did some research and says that because I said that it's not featured in any
go
of their
over why
commercials.
your reasoning, because I
Okay,
still think it's
so-
plausible what you're saying, to be honest, but
Yeah,
like I will just go over what you found.
So
first.
it's not featured in any of the commercials, right? On my calendar, the 2025 calendar, they have wide angles of the park at night looking all pretty, and it's purposely cut and angled so there's no Kumba pictured. Kumba's not pictured at all in that entire calendar. It's not mentioned in any of the recent promotions or advertisements. We did do some research and did see that it hasn't been featured in any commercial in a very long time, since actually probably about the year 2000, which is pretty crazy. But alas, I'm very nervous for it, because that is.
I had to go back to 2000. Yeah, it was like, but basically they just don't advertise it.
We were watching advertisements from like every year. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was kind of cool looking at that history. I kind of want to do that with King's Dominion, because I saw this one. I played it in one of the few intros, actually. I'm going to say 50s, late 50s, but it was one of the first riders. They had like a promo for the first riders for Berserker at King's Dominion. I know there's a few clips out there for like Anaconda, Hypersonic, Volcano even. That I would love to kind of go back for as he just walks away from the computer completely, as I'm just reminiscing about King's Dominion and everything. I don't know if he still has his headphones on to see me or hear me. Well, he can't see with his headphones, but you know what I mean. Hear me. But yeah, I think I covered a bit of the news earlier. I guess let's go over some of the smaller stuff before we get into
I can hear you just fine.
What are you eating for breakfast?
I already kind of had breakfast. I had a little protein bar, and then I had my little sausages. So yeah, I'm probably going to be starving once the time this cast is done, and I don't have much to eat. What is on the news here? Episode 72.0. Oh, it's still curtain. I don't think it's opening.
I can't believe you do not think it's opening. Like they're doing exactly what they are needing. Like they needed to do for 6 years. They just needed to add more better foundation and more support embracing in the area, because they're running 2 heavy ass trains in this twister layout where their support's probably sharing with other track area. Because they always have to be welding that shit. They have to be welding it so much more. There'd be so much integrity checks on the ride.
You think the Steelers would know how to fucking weld some steel?
Bro, that's hilarious. Actually, where does S&S fabricate their steel?
I liked how you asked this question about where PTC was that one time, and I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, look, the thing is, like, they obviously could be for there, but I was wondering if, like, their headquarters was, like, somewhere else, potentially, because it's like that. Like, Universal is, like, in a weird place. Like, I think they're, like, in Maryland or some shit. In Delaware.
Yeah, but PTC is a loyal, good company.
Fabricate. Apparently it's Logan, Utah. Wanted to fact check.
But that makes sense, because the video of the S&S Ford, whatever, the Axis coaster was like in the middle of nowhere.
Look at old forums here. 2016.
Okay, I need to mute my phone.
That's funny because this is from 2016, 2 years before S&S multi-looper coming. Actually, it's a dive loop on a Chinese B&M wing. Oh no, they're saying that this is the Towson version. I just think, what exactly do you? All they got to. I don't think they're as incompetent as like Skyline. Basically, if it was Skyline, I'd be like, yeah. There's no way they're
I just think the design and everything is just too ambitious, and I don't think the how it sits, the fact that they have continued issues with it, to me, I'm just so used to B&Ms, you know, like they open, they're good, they work, so I just don't have any faith in any other manufacturer.
Yeah, that's
yeah, we're not gonna turn this cast to a beat up steak cast. I can't. Yeah, they open up and no one talks about them because
Wes, if
you're turning me back to my dark side. They open up and no one talks about them because they're boring and mild, boring and mid.
They're just so boring. They're best manufacturing, B&M. Better manufacturing. Just because you have your enlarged taint and can't ride pipeline.
Just because they make forceless roller coasters and we're like, they literally go on Planet Coaster, look at the inversion list, and they just say, "Fuck it, we're gonna add this same blueprint here, add this same blueprint, randomize,
when Kumba
reverse."
When Kumba opens, you can go ride fucking Tigris and Cheetah Hunt. Look,
I'm tired of hearing about stuff that they peaked in 2000 or 1993. Sorry.
Okay, you can go ride.
I'm gonna ride the good shit. I'm not gonna ride no.
You could ride
penguin mess
while I'm on Rapterra.
Tambili? Oh my gosh! I'll be riding the better coaster by miles, the world class coaster through Pan Period. Appreciate you.
Okay, but in the same area, you could be on Tambili and I'll be on Rapterra.
Oh shit! You know what sucks at Tambili is one of the best overviews of the whole fucking like.
Yeah, unless you're on the left side.
Yeah.
Which is the quicker side. The line is always longer.
It is the quicker side. But no, you get a good view of like Twisted Timbers and like Racer actually for some reason. Look. What is Steel Curtain? Like basically any other manufacturer could have done that. To be honest, the only issue was because they cheaped out the structural integrity, right? So if they fuck up here, honestly, I'll take my words back. Because I already have been saying, like, they're ones to watch out for. We shouldn't be, like... People are like, oh, we need the Access Coaster. I'm like, bro, they can't even, like... Look at all their recent projects. Like, no offense to S&S, but they need to make sure shit works before they can, like, actually be pushing a new model that's, like, cutting edge, completely innovative technology. So,
real quick. Gerstlauer has multiple failures, multiple standing but not operating, right?
Wait, where?
We talked about...
Gerstlauer?
Yeah, the malls.
Oh, that's one.
Okay.
Takabisha's running fine.
Okay, so that S&S obviously had their issues. Intamin obviously has their fucking failures and issues.
Yeah, but they actually are
Yeah.
the most innovative, but they still have their issues. Like
So-
who? What
I'm
manufacturer is making a
BM.
switch track, like to give you a completely new experience if you go in reverse once? I'm saying like that is the type of shit I'm talking about. Like I care more about those systems than the fact that I'm flying now. Because you know what I'm doing is I'm doing the same inversions, but I'm flying now.
They literally have the fucking that one coaster in like Japan or Beijing that they were like, fuck it, put the trains on backwards. That's how reliable B&M is. They're like, fuck it, just do it backwards, whole train.
Mach, okay, but that's cool. Does that really, I don't know, rag backwards? Like, what was it, Hollywood Dream, that monorail?
It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is they're all plagued.
They can't
with
keep
all
running
their
Batman
fucking-
backwards. They did that
They're
once.
they're all plagued with so many issues. I would say Premiere has a pretty good standing. Their trains suck, but they make good, reliable machines.
Yeah,
And I
but they
think
don't
they're very
break the barrier. Like, I think that's the big thing, is a lot of these rides will break the barrier. Hyperia had its issues because it has one of the most enormous inversions. Like, craziest inversions we have, it looks like a toddler drew a coaster. Like, they just squiggled. And like, alright, we'll fucking make a coaster of it. Alright. Like, that's the, like, that's...
B&M does it all, man. They've made launches that kick ass. They've made they make better. They made the dive machine, which
No,
is
they
awesome.
made stuff, but they need to keep up. That's what I'm saying. It's like LeBron James now.
But that's
You know,
the thing. That's the
the
thing.
door
They
is
do-
setting out
they
the way.
do-
He's the GOAT. Like, they're the GOAT in that sense, but they're getting up there. You know what I'm saying?
But
They
here's the
can't
thing,
keep up with the new tricks.
Every time they do something new, it doesn't get recognition. Like you're simply sleeping on the fact. What other manufacturer has a fucking stand-up articulating seats like Pipeline, where you're
Apparently,
we
Vekoma
haven't-
was. That's why they're suing him.
get good, bitch. Should have made it faster.
To be fair, true, but like that's what I'm saying. There are these things that are, to me, a train design isn't necessarily like, because if you're not changing how we're taking, I guess, elements. I guess train you can change how they're taking elements, but
They okay. Think about it. So originally you had Arrow and you had Vekoma making those janky fucking loopers, and B&M said, let's heartline this and make cool transitions. They invented that.
yeah, and I'm still stuck with the argument they need to keep up with. Why was their wave turn so ass on Orion,
but
trying
the
to
fact
keep up
that
with everyone else?
Orion's mid. That's probably one of my least favorite new B&Ms, to be honest.
No, well, that's what I'm bringing up. New B&M. Old B&M, it can get it. You know what I'm saying?
New B&M, I think, is fine because
fine, but that's fine. That's what we're trying. Like, they're fine.
No, dude, I love Pipeline. That shit's in my fucking top.
Anchovy, man, nice. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
Pipeline
That's like
is polarizing for a lot of reasons. Like,
Stop reading my shit.
if you look at Pipeline on there, I'm pretty sure it's a polarizing ranking. I can
Look at
almost
that.
guarantee it.
Number 24, Pipeline.
Yeah, I can almost guarantee if you look up like all the rankings of it, it's polarizing as shit. Some people have it their top 10. Some people have it their top fucking 100. Is there give a Universal on there? Captain Coaster?
Is what on there?
Is there like a Universal ranking?
Yeah, number 204. Pretty high ranking, 86, almost 87%.
That's what I will say. Like 204, that's about right. Like if you're not killing every coaster.
Okay, so this is how you know it's bullshit, because they have Oblivion, and that's the thing. It's mostly popularity contests. So the older ones that have more rankings are going to be rated higher, because like, do you really think Dominator and Oblivion are better?
Yeah.
No.
I think Dominator's better 100%.
Oblivion? Are you kidding me?
Well, no, I haven't wrote Oblivion, obviously. There's no way Oblivion's better.
Here's Cheetah Hunt. Here's
Well,
Medusa.
we have the hot take apparently with Cheetah Hunt. Like, apparently just no one has, people like sleeping on coasters, so they're at Cheetah Hunt, so. That's... I'll bite the bullet. So that's funny, Boardwalk Bullet. I'll bite the bullet and say, I will say that one probably should be higher because people haven't wrote it much, but Pipeline people get to see World, like people go to Orlando, so that's why Mr. Freeze. It's probably more. Is it Volcano above it? Expedition Everest is definitely better.
Not to me, but better than Pipeline. You're mad.
It just feels like a prototype. That's fine. I just want a real.
They were innovating. There's Expedition Everest for me.
That's why, like, every time it's been, I'm just looking at they innovate on something new with a new train design or a new inversion or a new.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because then people love the ride, but they cry about it, but they love the ride. It's in their top 10. Oh, Gotham City Escape was just going down so much. Where do you rank it? Oh, it's my number 5.
That's true.
Oh my gosh. Maverick was such a long line. It was an hour and a half away. Operations are horrible. Where do you rank it? Oh, number 10 out of my 600 coasters. It should be an ace landmark, clearly. Like, Pantheon? Oh, is this yours?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought this was like overall. I'm like, what the fuck? All right, I'll take that.
You imagine Steel Force and Pantheon being in the top 20 roller coasters in the entire world? No, and 15. This would be even more upsetting too. Actually, let's see where this bad boy is. Number 159. Let's go.
159 in the world?
Yeah, the beast.
Where's space? Is that Pantheon there? Oh, that's Phaethon.
That's the other thing. This site is actually not American based.
That's good to know.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Wait, so what's the top ranked coasters on this site then? Like, we're giving Captain Coaster like an endorsement right now.
Yeah, hell yeah. We got Steve. Yeah,
okay. This site is Captain Basic. I don't like the site.
Okay, well.
Where the fuck is there's Voyage not even like in the top 6? The site is so objectively wrong. The site is trash. Okay, look up where it is. I can't take this anymore. Yeah, they're European based. Voltron 18 already. Get out of here. Is Voyage not even on this site? Get out of here. Pantheon 34 before Voyage. 37.
That sounds about right.
It sounds about right. Yeah, okay. Storm Chaser above Voyage. Jesus Christ. That's just disrespectful, man. Like,
this is how I feel about you disrespecting best manufacturing.
The real best manufacturer
which, by the way, top 10 Fury. Boom.
This just come to realize how much babyface, like, binky wearing or binky holding people. Why is Pantherian so high? This is the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, this list is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, Twisted Timber 17.
That's pretty crazy. That's pretty hot. That's pretty good for that world.
Bro, the Captain, who is using Captain Coaster, bro? Like, I need to know exactly the hot spots. Because it has Ejanica 5, Zadra 3, Gwazi 2, which a lot of people now in America would say Gwazi's like, would be behind Airy and Steve. But that's just like a lot of the American consensus now. Fury 5? Wait. Wasn't Fury at 10?
Yeah, I changed it to America only.
Oh, okay. My bad. My bad. Wait. This is America only?
Mm-hmm.
Go... Voyage is still...
That's why it shows their number in parentheses. It shows their world ranking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go to page 2 for Voyage.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
There it is. Number
19. So, see, this is why people, this is why we're losing wooden coasters, man. Wait, is there a wooden coaster above it?
El Toro?
I mean, I can take it, but I don't. Outlaw Run.
Do you count Outlaw Run?
Yeah, I mean they added. It's gonna not be a wooden coaster soon, but El Toro's above it. Lightning Rod does not win anymore. Why is Lightning Rod so fucking high?
Dude, at one time, Lightning Rod was my number 2.
Yeah, but when did you write it?
Like 2016, 2017.
Well, that was like near its peak, if not its peak, because it's 2016.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Now, that ride is fun as shit. I love it, but
it still has one
it's
of my
short
favorite
and it's
wave
like
themes of all times.
Wait, you said one of your favorite themes?
Wave turns.
Although I do like that wave turn a lot because you get, it's like crazy. It's like ejector, but you're sitting in it for a long time.
It's so big and fast and powerful, and it was one of the earlier wave turns too.
Right.
In the day, like before everyone started doing it. So that like kind of blew me away. Like I rewrote it a bunch, and I just really actually just more emphasis on that wave turn more so than the quad down. It felt it was more unique than just rapid fire airtime.
I love that wave turn. There's one hill leading up towards the quad down that's really good, but I've always been underwhelmed by the quad down, unfortunately.
Yeah, me too. I kind of want to get
Like people say, "Oh my gosh, that quad down, incredible!" Just the shot. And I get on it. Obviously, I got on it near its, in terminal illness before they put on the chain lift. So I still love the ride. Like, it's still in my top 30. I just love it for what it is. But that quad down, and this is before I rode Airy. I was like, I'm sorry, like.
Yeah, Airy does it right.
But still, like, I rode it before. Like, I rode Lightning Rod before, and I was like, it's good,
Can I view other people's rankings?
That'd be cool if you could.
Because, let me go to Wildcats. I would try to find my brother because his is like all RMCs in his tops.
Well, if you guys are not familiar with Captain Coaster, give it a shot.
Yeah, it's fun. Also fun to read the GP thing.
Yeah,
Also TikTok, because I just got on TikTok. That shit is filled with GP, bro. Holy fuck.
Yep. No,
which makes sense because it's just like a overly popular.
I was so upset seeing some of because my friend, who's obviously a New Jersey enthusiast, looking at people talk about King the Ka coming down, all that stuff. And there was one video or one TikTok of her basically celebrating that Ka was getting taken down, and she was like, "My friends used to force me to get on the ride all the time, so now I'm just happy that it's going down, and they can't force me to get on and blah blah blah." And I was just like, "Bro, like, we're both saying like they're gonna add something bigger and more terrifying potentially, so joke's on you."
Here's my Wildcats Revenge review. Instantly shot into my top 10. Silky smooth and endlessly intense. My last ride, I had about as much room as I legally could get, and I was standing up the entire ride. 10 out of 10, coaster with no flaws.
People said reliability? Get out of here.
It is an RMC, after all.
Bro, so I want to know this, too. Where is this, like, slander that RMC has bad reliability?
Because I think they do. And if you get a slander best manufacturer, and I'm going to slander every roller coaster manufacturer that isn't.
No, because I could show you that they just copy and pasted for the last 20 years.
That's why people feel the way that they do. Not when they came out, because they were changing. But when I go to ride, or when I go to King's Dominion, I ride Twisted Timbers. When I go to Wildcats Revenge, or when I go to Herschend Park, I ride Wildcats Revenge. Busch Gardens Tampa might be different. But generally speaking, you see you ride Steel Vengeance. I don't know if Steel Vengeance have it. Like they have times where they take off trains, but is that really on RMC? Or is that the park?
I think Steve doesn't have the greatest reliability.
What? Steve literally has. When I go there, it's up. Like when you look at it, it is up. I'm gonna do the deep dive because I was doing this with Lightning Rod for last year, and I was like, Lightning Rod had a flawless, basically after that change, and I'm gonna do this for. They make me do this for this.
I like how we started this, like, oh, we'll do a TLDR and not ramble as much. Fuck that. I just am not trying to sit for too long because my back has been fucking hurt.
Yeah, just got a standing, those electric desks.
Yeah, I got money for that.
No, I think you can make one like Jerry Rig one, to be honest. Like a random day in June, it's like, does this look like unreliable to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's closed at.
But it's closed in the morning when it's from 12 a.m. to opening.
Yeah. Go to
I think-
September. Go to September 1st.
September 1st of this year,
It doesn't matter. This year doesn't exist, so.
or last year, sorry. Up all day.
Yeah, but it opened late. Why is it opening at 10:40?
Open at 10?
Okay. Okay, go to September 2nd.
Next day. How? Because already can do the easy. Probably not. Is it open that day?
Mm.
Okay. Guess it was.
Mm.
Down for an hour, up for 2, down for another hour, and then down for the rest of the day. And then who knows what the weather's like? Because that's another thing at that park too. They have to go down for like wind and so much shit. Yeah, I'm like, so, where's Steel Vengeance unreliable? I'm like, I always see that ride. I'm like, shit, it's a 150-minute wait. I'm not riding it, or at least I'm not lapping it. But it's never down. The ops suck on it, but it's like
Which one?
Steel Vengeance.
Oh.
I'm trying to think of another RMC. Lightning Rod was actually unreliable, but that was because of the
Yeah.
That was because of the LSM.
Look up.
Let's look up another one. I'll do one more to keep it fair. Air Force One is always up. Always.
Yeah, they have good options there. Okay, look up the slow one in New England.
Look at Cyclone. I don't know if they have API.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But I could
Never
check.
mind. I want to slap my brother in the face. Look at his I-305 ranking way down here. What are you doing? You have Pantheon above it?
What? Oh, okay. No, I'm actually kind of mad now.
He has Fury above
I'm like, I
it.
wouldn't have cared. I'm like, all right, it's gonna rank. Yeah, Fury above it is kind of tilting. I'm not gonna lie.
Fury and Pantheon. Bro. I texted him. I said, we need to
have a discussion.
we need to talk about your I-305 ranking.
Oh, it was up. So, up all day.
That doesn't count. That's at midnight.
This is midnight. Oh yeah, it is midnight. Closed for. I'm just kidding.
All right. Anyways, where are we at? On the
Basically, I just don't know where it came. People are like, "Oh yeah, RMC," and I'm like, "What? What?" I never understood that. They'll. If anything, the parks can't keep up with operations. They can't keep up with maintenance. And then, so what I will say is, you have at your own home, Universal. When are the Intamins having big fuck ups?
Hagrid's all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
I don't
It's
think
been the
I've
most
ever-
reliable I've seen it in the last like 2 years. It used to be a fuck up, but like ever since like end of 2023, it has been like, when I go there, it's like 80-minute
Okay.
wait.
Okay, when Tiff was visiting in September, early September, that was arguably her favorite ride, and I think we only rode it once or twice, and tried to get on like the last day. Decently long line, got in the egg room, and then yeah. Bro, tell me how I don't remember the queue when we were there with the guys. Like, I don't remember waiting in line for that.
Right now, it's a 110-minute wait. Funny enough. No, I'm
Yeah.
curious. What day was it in September?
September 2nd or 3rd?
$8:30 closed all day for the most. Well, not all day actually. And then boom, next day.
Exactly.
I'm like, well, rides have to be perfect. Like B and M's don't even run that way.
Okay?
Like, that's
you don't get to
actually
sit- You don't get to sit here and shit on the most innovative roller
I
coaster
can't.
manufacturer. No,
They're not. Oh my god.
you're welcome.
They're
to the
not.
Heartline.
Arrow.
You're
If we're gonna say
welcome.
that, Arrow is, because they started this whole shit. Okay. Otherwise, only thing they have done was add a 0G roll and then a dive loop. Everything else and
Heartlining. Literally, why roller coasters run well.
So what I think Intamin then? Because that's what Intamin did. They took their track profiling first.
No, they didn't. When did Intamin heartline a roller coaster?
What was Shockwave at Drayton Manor? Like, that had to be heartlined. Like there's no, like, that wasn't heartlined. The Wave now? That was an Intamin before.
94, bitch. 94. B&M was doing that in 91.
Yeah. It is, like, literally... Intamin shits on B&M's layouts. Literally every... Besides Cheetah Hunt, there is no way that, like... That's why Werner... Like, they had to get Werner from Intamin. B&M is literally getting a fucking chicken noodle soup. Every single time. Tomato soup. Every single time. No pizzazz, nothing. That's like the person that makes the ramen with no flavor, no nothing. And then now Intamin actually adds the seasoning. They add 5 different ingredients. They're the freaking kava of like.
So B&M isn't the chicken noodle soup or the onion. B&M is the spoon that allows you to enjoy it.
B&M is old and boring.
Welcome.
B&M is the cook. B&M is the cook that should have left years ago. That's
Next
literally
week
B&M. There's
next
stale
week when you get
bread
on this-
left out in the bakery, bro.
When you get on this podcast next week, I better not hear. You better only be talking about I-305, Grizzly, and Twisted Timber. I don't want to hear any Rapterra talk about you.
They are stale bread. Hard bricks.
Stay out the kitchen. Stay out that kitchen then, because I don't want to see you on Rapterra, man.
I have to give my opinion.
It's the spoon that allows you to enjoy all these wonderful things.
They're okay. I'm gonna read my rankings of B&M. I'm being that petty. I'm being my rankings of B&M. The highest B&M is 18. Obviously, this is so incidental. But 18. Raptor, that Hulk. Everywhere else, 40s, 60s, 70s. Wonder where all the other rides, all these, Copperhead is shitting on a lot of B&Ms. It's actually unique. It gives unique forces.
Kind of like Hydra. Copperhead Strike. I don't. We did talk about that. I didn't notice it as rough or rattly.
Yeah, for me, like, it doesn't take away from the ride, but it has a grumble.
Are you talking about the little shimmies in the valley?
Right, like that's what I'm talking
cares?
about.
Like, what do
People call that rough though, so I'm like,
dude, guess fun fact: Velocicoaster has a rattle in the back.
Honestly, there's sometimes I don't even like notice it. Like,
well, that's the thing. I don't notice all of them, but if you're being a bitch looking for little things to complain about because people like being little bitches, like, enjoy if it's a good ride, it's a good fucking ride. You're not in a Cadillac. You're going on a machine that is designed to give you G-forces, flip you, twist you, dip you, and flip you.
And to retort onto your point, with earlier was Rapterra, it's why when I see a wing over drop, that's different. Where we've seen a huge top hat that does an airtime pop. No one has done that. So I'm like, thank you. Finally, you've got some seasoning. You got some seasoning. You finally learned about hot honey sauce or whatever. You finally a vegan stepped into the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like, they finally gave you some sense of like. Shout out to all the vegans out there that awoken my eyes.
Antonio.
Oh, you and Antonio. Heartlining, wing over, drive tire launch. I feel like there was maybe they were the first one, but come on, like they could launch from drive tires before.
Not like that.
No one really does. They only do that, and that's not that innovative. And walking corkscrew.
It's beautiful. How many people are coaster?
Really, their main innovation is trains. That's what I will say. Their train designs. That's the main thing for me. But I want to feel. See, the thing is, I can get on Superman. That's a different feel in Intamin than I-305 completely. And that is my point. That is my point.
It's a fucking uncomfortable one.
Huh?
It's an uncomfortable one because that's stupid ass restraint. Meanwhile, B&M's like, here's this clam
Okay,
shell. Oh, let me write that down.
I will say it did feel like
Let
I
me-
could put a
let me-
whole like tray of food, like an
Yeah,
arm
you just
tray of
have a
food
little-
over there. That was hilarious, but for me, it wasn't the lap bar. It was the around the knee, like knee bone area and shins, because like there's like these. First off, you're like kind of caged in. Like there's no room for you to kind of position yourself or put them out a bit more. And like when you're kind of riding, there's like metal bracing wrapped around, so your knees can run into that, and that can kind of fucking hurt. So like it feels like an even tighter Premier Skyrocket 2 in that aspect. So yeah, the trains do suck there, but the ride. I'm saying that they have variants, and like I can go to different parks and feel like, all right, I'm not just expecting to feel this.
It is funny because we did talk about how like identical Medusa and Kraken.
Yeah, that's how like I literally looked at him like,
Dude,
is that a clone?
What if I go and like sometime like right before the trip I go to SeaWorld to ride Kraken and just like marathon Kraken a bunch, and then but let's talk about the sustained airtime that you get on some of those hyper models. Like you're not getting that. You're not getting Mako level sustained airtime on any other manufacturer. No, I'm not. You're not, because one, you have the clamshell, the other you have whatever
Superman
dog shit
Steel.
that is.
6,000 American.
Was that the better T-bars?
Yeah. That one's actually like, see, that park scratches their ass, and they oh yeah, we'll just run one train, potentially one have people shift, maybe. Hopefully they're better with it this year, right? I really hope, because it would be nice to have, it would feel like I got a new park, to be honest, if they just said, fuck it, we're just gonna make this park work. If they turned Six Flags America around, that'd be a dream, to be honest. They have a lot of work to do, though, and a lot of their rides are... They can keep them up for a few more years, but basically they added a lot of these rides 20 years ago. Like, I'm trying to think, 2005, what did they add? RCDB's been in work today. But I know, basically all the rides are 100% over 20 years old. They didn't get anything 2005, sorry. 2001, Batwing. And then they retrofitted, they got... When did they get Apocalypse?
You know what's crazy?
I guess Apocalypse was 2012.
It's such a shame that you could get the same type of forces that the pretzel loop gives you on those Intamins and other. Oh wait, you can't.
Yeah, you can, because 305 gives the best positives.
It's not. Yeah, but it's a
In
completely
any
different
coaster. Are
one.
you?
No, because
rebuttal after
the pretzel loop puts it directly down this way, right on your fucking
I'm not graying out on those. I'm sorry.
I do.
Yeah.
Your heart compresses into your spine.
It's crazy. Like, they're crazy. They're some of my favorite elements, but they're not 305s. They're not 305s turret. I'm sorry.
No, I mean,
I'm not feeling like a buzzing
I-35's the best
euphoria.
machine in the world.
But no, I was saying, like, what Intamin's doing that? That one, right there.
It's not, because that's an inversion.
I'm just going based off the forces, but
Fire
if you're going off of
Burden's
an inversion,
12?
sure.
What the fuck? This looks old.
Sure. The back and forth. I'm not even an instant stand. I'm just saying, people will... Certain manufacturers that like have to have certain maintenance. Sure, it's might be more expensive with maintenance. That is a fact. But there are certain parks that obviously get it done, and it's not an issue. Then people bring up, oh, what about Storm Runner in 2020? Oh, when there was a whole, like, backhold and everything coming into the country because of COVID. What about Accelerator? The same thing happened.
Do any arrows have mugs that look like this?
Arrows?
Any
hold up. Let's look up Viper Magic Mountain Coffee.
That probably got some cool design.
Probably does have some cool design. I mean, that alone is cool, but
I like the black one to the left.
only $12.50.
The other the other one. That one's cool.
It's like a D&D mug.
Yeah,
It's like marble effect.
Anyways,
I really hope they step up their game, but basically,
I really wish my friend would stop fucking hating on the best manufacturer.
look, I'm just being real. But I'm finally happy that they're changing it up after 10 years of basically sitting on their ass having Mach be like, hey, we're gonna try to do some things now, and look, like every single thing that Mach's put out, another example, it's like, what the fuck? Like every single thing. And when they put out a B&M comes out, you're generally like, oh, okay, cool.
Herein lies the thing. Not every coaster manufacturer is trying to design the most wild or even the most innovative. They did innovate. They have innovated. They still are. Are they doing it at the same grand scale, like you said, Mach? No. But they're doing stuff that is fresh, invigorating, kick-ass pipeline. Imagine a full-scale pipeline. That fucking airtime hill, a second fucking launch, like through the mid-course or something with like some fucking twist downs. It's going to be insane. Those articulating seats are badass as fuck. Some of the most enjoyable airtime you can get. The fact that they have clamshells on their most reliable kick-ass airtime-filled model. I just, man, I don't get it. I don't.
You said clamshells, but they have vests on them.
No, I'm talking about on the hypers.
Oh, okay.
And here's the other thing that these guys reliably do, unlike most other manufacturers that, unless they're at Universal and Disney,
and Cedar Point.
No, because they don't people eat there. What I'm saying is these guys people
and
eat
Hershey.
on like Hershey has shit ops. They don't. And that's what's funny is like obviously I poo-poo and shit on all the other manufacturers, but I mean, we look at my top ranking, and there's only one of my top 10, and then the closest after that is like.
So I mean, to me, I appreciate layout design. Like,
yeah, and what's wrong?
Like
with
you
the
like originality. Like I can tell that a human made it, and not just an algorithm.
The hypers are awesome. Like
I've
think
never
about it.
been
Like
a
no,
biggest
because
fan.
if it was a classic out and back Woody, which layout design, you'd be like you'd be sucking it up.
Yeah, because it's, you know what it does? It does probably a big airtime hill, then it does like small speed hills and lateral kinks in there that it's throwing you back around. You know, like each one is different. Like you get like each little pop is, and they literally are made by it now. Not as much anymore. They're probably lasers because of gravity pre-cut track, but like they were literally made by hand up until like pre-cut track. So they literally were different. You could literally feel the difference. Which I still say, like, now it's like it's cool that Candemonium and Mako have some of the best airtime hills, but the fact that like the first airtime hill on Candemonium and like I forgot which one, I think the first airtime hill on Mako feel basically identical. I'm like, what if they like have one and they do a kink to go somewhere else, turn you somewhere else? I just want to feel the unexpected. Is all. I can't say. I'm trying to think what wooden coaster feels exactly the same now.
The racers.
Okay, you cat. That's a cop out.
The cyclones.
I've heard I heard the original shits on like most of the other ones.
Yeah.
Because like, that's the original, and then they're like, I don't know if they have the same exact plans, but they was never like, I don't know. I've just heard the original Cyclone in Luna Park is the best.
Yeah.
By a good bit.
I gotta get there.
I really want to get there myself. There's quite a few friends up around there.
They have Orion at 78.
See, I'm sorry, Captain Coaster Orion.
Really? They have Orion better than fucking Nitro?
Someone said airtime.
That's a downside.
Oh, a downside. Oh, okay. I thought they were saying Orion had airtime. Yeah, like the speed hill at the very bottom of the layout. You know. Man, Phantom's Revenge is way too low.
Like you're telling me Phoenix is that much different from like, let's say, Boulder Dash?
Oh, 120%. Those are two completely different roller coasters.
Kind of look copy and pasted to me.
Like one is like you can't even see at all.
I'm just gonna start
terrain
doing 1-star rankings on all the Woodies that you like. just plummet the Voyage's ranking. I'm gonna make 27 Captain Coaster accounts.
Like
rank everything at fucking.
Like Phoenix is a floater, just
Knobles.
Crazy like stand. It's a standing coaster to be honest. And then Boulder Dash is like generally it feels like you're getting chased by a grizzly bear in the woods.
Like Hurler, those are all the same and shitty.
Hurler is.
That's one of the few roller coasters I won't re-ride.
Yeah,
I
Hurler's
don't want to
shitty.
waste. I don't want to waste my time. It's just
That ride's bad, but
yeah. There's my ranking.
good floater airtime over every hill. Are you capping? 2 hours ago?
Let's check his shit.
88 coasters.
Okay, he likes Wildcat's Revenge. Good. He
Ravine
likes...
Flyer 2, my boy! He knows. He's hip. So I'm saying, Ravine Flyer 2 feels nothing like Voyage.
He doesn't like Valraven. He is hip. He knows what's up.
I'm trying to think of another one. El Toro feels nothing like Voyage. El Toro feels nothing like Thunderhead. Mystic Timbers and Thunderhead feel different. Like,
Apocalypse feels like
Apocalypse feels like
a
shit.
shaky nothing burger.
It feels like I shit myself. That's what Apocalypse feels like. I'm not gonna lie. It just feels like I shit
Anyways,
myself
okay.
and I'm modeling like.
All right, thanks for. All right, real quick, just since you had your tangent and didn't let me speak, I'm just going to.
Yeah, go. You got 2 minutes for the mic.
Here's. I have to talk. I'm speaking. Heartlining. You're welcome. You have that cool wing over drop that you mentioned. You have the best drive tire launch in the game. You have the 0G roll. You're welcome. You have the most photographed coaster in the world with the interlocking corkscrew. You're welcome. You have the dive machines with the classic over-the-shoulder restraints. Awesome. We have the invert, the great invert model that everybody loves. There's no such thing as a bad invert, right? Just like there's no such thing as a bad B&M Hyper. Speaking of B&M Hypers, speaking, what's a bad invert?
What's that one Patriot? That was not good.
Okay, sure. You have the clamshells, which make those fucking Hypers and Gigas so great, better than anything Intamin has besides Velocicoasters. And then I listed whatever the fuck Pipeline does, because I think that's a perfect machine. They brought you the tallest chain lift roller coaster in the world. Wing Coasters, very innovative. Hulk, very innovative. You have 5-second airtime hills. That's cool. You have Batman, and then actual good flyers with pretzel loops, because no other manufacturer has that figured out.
And
There's no. Well, I guess Vekoma has a good flyer now, but they're kind of a different type of machine. And guess what? B&M did it first, so Vekoma's not innovating. The only thing innovative about that model on the Vekoma is its load system.
and the fact that they're actually could be. They've optimized it completely. See, like they optimize it to actually work. People don't buy the flyers anymore because they're such, like, that's what I say. You want to talk about maintenance. Those are maintenance.
Yeah, there's a lot of movement.
Manta will actually be down. Tatsu will actually be down because, and it's not to the fault of, like, the park. Oh, just because the ride is, it's not the fault of the manufacturer. They have 3 million lines of code just to raise the thing up and down, you know.
This guy is a Giga Chad, by the way. He knows the lightning side. He's got a 4 stars. And
That's
he knows
hilarious.
Thunder side is 1 star.
You know, fuck yeah.
Yeah. I'm still missing this goddamn laugh track, by the way.
It's okay.
I know, but it's a cred. I'm missing like 2 or 3 credits at that fucking park.
But yeah, there's no
he's a great
denying.
character.
There's no denying they innovated. I just want them to keep doing that because they slowed down on that. Is all. But they started again just the past few years. Like in 2020 was when they started again. No, that was Kenimoti. 2021 or whenever Pipeline opened. And then Busch Gardens basically gave them like their like free reign to just try out new shit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Which,
since then, because
I guess
the Wayne Coaster,
right?
Who made the technically Arrow made that.
Yeah, but
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
but actually, like that's why I said actually good.
actually good. X2 is incredible.
Oh,
so
you're
that's
counting X2.
perfected it.
Okay. I didn't. Okay. I count those as a different thing. That's a.
They're apparently
frozen
wing
stream or whatever.
coasters. If you look at
Yeah,
like,
I mean, technically they
are technically like on the wings. It does make sense. It feels like I'm getting put into a predator alien ship though, but it's kind of why I love them. Like dead ass feels like I'm about to be like abducted by a Decepticon.
This is a fucking.
But no, they I just need them to, yeah, I need them to actually pop some of that some whip and new like more stuff like the wig overdrop. I like that. And I'm really. It also could be too. Parks ain't giving them money to do it, cause that first layout we were gonna get, if you saw it for King's Dominion, I would have been pissed. I would have been so fucking mad. It was a clone that's like so small. It was like 80 feet, like 90 feet tall.
Sorry, I was not really listening to my feeder came out, and for some reason, I guess my cats are still afraid because there's a man in here.
But yeah, what was the first Condor?
We should probably get to the news because
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to keep sitting here before my back starts aching.
Yeah. What was the first Batman ad again? Great America?
No, Georgia.
That was. I'm not sure that was the first one.
Bet. Bet.
Maybe 97? I thought it was after that. Oops.
It's one of the good ones. It's either Magic Mountains, Georgia's, or
Batman the
Great
Ride
Adventures.
92. Yeah.
We're at.
Great America.
Oh fuck. Damn, for a B&M hater, you sure know a lot about them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know what they've done. I just want them to continue to keep doing, like, to not rest on their laurels. Because that's what they're doing.
They're not. You're saying Rapterra is not fresh.
They
saying
were.
Pipeline
The
is
last
not
10
fresh.
years, they were. From like 2013 to now. It was like the last 10 years.
Oh, till 21, and now they're back up.
That's all. I was like, I need them to try. And to be honest, I still wish I could look at a layout of theirs and be like, wow, like a mock layout or something, or Gotham
should,
City Escape.
You should make the picture for this one title like round 2 fight, and then have like 2 like fighters like Rocky versus Apollo, and like I have a B&M shirt on, and you have everybody else.
It's like if they die, they die. Oh, was it? First look at the Flying Theater. So that's coming back. We covered that a bit. Cretaceous Coasters coming. We think that's gonna be coming out for Universal. Patent
In Texas.
I think it's gonna be in Texas at that family park. I'm kind of curious to see how that park is going to look. I still think it's gonna be like a Jailbreaks Land. But just fully park. Six Flags America actually has a release date, or a release date, excuse me. They're getting released from the company. They actually have a date that they're opening. I forgot what the day is. Let me talk about it because it's local. Shout out to Kyle for being a part of this. April 12th.
I thought weed smoking was supposed to make you fun and agreeable.
What? No, it makes me think. And I'm thinking
think
fully. I'm being completely honest.
Think about how good B&M is.
Be completely honest.
Bro, you don't understand. I'm like itching for Sheikra to open back up because that free fall is one of the best.
Yeah, Griffin has one of the best free falls too, but Pantheon's a better ride.
Yeah, I agree.
I will ride Pantheon
but the sensation
more than a one-trick pony.
But the sensation is completely different, and yeah.
Also, I can ride a drop
does
tower
have
by
really-
Intamin at King's Dominion that has a better free fall sensation than all those. So
Nah, the first off the best coaster that gives the best drop tower like experience is Demon Drop. We already know this.
Look, like I said, I'm agreeing that they innovated. That's where I'm agreeing with. Layout design. I wish I were a bigger fan. That's all. They have train designs. I just wish I liked their layouts more. Single day tickets are actually. I wonder how that's gonna work. Cause I'm still probably gonna get the passes. Even though now you don't have to in theory, you could just go on into Epic. If you really wanted to spend just a few days there, which, to be honest, hell yeah, why not? Like, I feel like when you're at Epic, why not? Like, why even go to the others if you haven't been to the other parks? Sure, you obviously want to go to the other ones, but why? You would. If someone is my situation, basically, in your situation, you've been to these parks for years.
Yeah.
Just give me all that Epic, baby. So you're getting in closed lift hill. Time Warp is actually closing now. The only other one is I think in Luna Park. That's pretty sad.
Also, Wiener Park has a velour.
Wait, do they actually?
Yeah, look, that's my screen. It's literally just called velour.
So we have to go to Wienerland.
Yeah.
First sign of the good. First good signs of the merger. As Six Flags over Georgia sound like it had a great opening weekend. I'm hearing also Carolina, Jesus Christ. Georgia Gold Rusher.
Those seats don't spin.
Is a fun ride. People are saying it's a good thing. I am curious, and that's why I'm a bit leery about my Rapterra report. Even though Airtime Mike said it was a good time, he's not. He will always give his honest thoughts. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm pretty leery about Georgia. These reviews coming out of Georgia. It looks fun, right? Like, it looks like it's airtime, but I like more than that.
I'm dying. I gotta pee. I'll be right back, man. And yeah, it looks like it just doesn't spin. Which I've been on that Jimmy half pipe at the mall, and that shit made me greener than Cosmo. So I'm kind of glad it doesn't spin that much, to be honest. So
greener than Yoda on your hat. I'll get back to that in a bit. We're going to go over here. Toothless confirmed a puppet at the Epic. I mean, we kind of knew that, but it's tough to be a bug officially gone. Yeah, that's, of course, it was time for it. It's sad because I looked at actually some opening footage of the ride and seeing Disney had a hold on animatronics for so long. It's kind of insane. At least a 20-year just reign of animatronics. Obviously, it was their baby, but the fact that Universal is just catching up is, wow, insane. Iron Rattler's been testing at Kidia. Six Flags Discovery Kingdom apparently owns Flight Deck now, as Six Flags has regional managers for social media. As you can tell that they probably did an oopsie and were on the Discovery Kingdom account when they were trying to talk about Flight Deck on the California's Great America account. Just epic goodness all over, concept art and everything. And yeah, this is a lot of the small stuff out of the way, as we have bullshitted and just legit debated about our stupid subjective facts, subjective feelings of being unfortunately I might have to. We'll see on Rapterra. I really hope it's the beginning, because Pat Pine, I still think it is great. It's a change, but the family coasters, bit of a step back in my opinion. But to be making a smaller version of your already had models. But I digress. Rapterra is change the right direction. Pipeline change the right direction. The parks just need to give them the money to do that. Sammy Zinger's getting in closed lift hill, so that's actually to talk about that. But I covered all the small little shit, so it was just we go over in brief. Actually, did they say what was gonna replace this stuff to be a bug? I forgot. It's the only thing I really kind of care about with the smaller news.
Zootopia better together.
Oh. Well, I mean, it's funny because I don't even hate Zootopia, but we'll see. It'll probably be good, right?
Yeah, Tough Little Be a Bug was pretty slept on though.
It really was a great ride. I hated the stink bug part, but everything else was great. It was a great stone ride as well. Anaconda's gone.
Anaconda.
Yeah, I'm annoying it. Yeah, that's a POV we covered. The blue side kind of looks better. I'm not gonna lie. Now, to be honest, I think it's because we're just airtime whores and we just love getting thrown in the air. You would think that would also happen in the versions, but like, and until you give me most Zoro's rolls all across the layout or arcade rolls and stuff, like that's when I'll be an inversion, version baby. But no, give me airtime hills for the most part and laterals. That looks fun. The blue side, for some reason, it's supposed to be the family side. We're gonna say family throw with quotations.
Big time.
It's basically a Raptor with no inversions. And yeah, Herschend did get all the U.S. Palace parks though. That's what's some of the big news. So I forgot exactly what all those parks are. They don't talk about it in this newsletter, but I need to look it up real quick. So all Palace Entertainment amusement parks so they're going to be getting Idlewild, Adventureland Resort. Now I'm wondering if they're also taking the water parks. I'm pretty sure that they are, but if they aren't, then we're just going to go off of the amusement parks: Lake Compound, Storyland, Dutch Wonderland, Idlewild, Kennywood. And that's two of the big ones: Lake Compounds and Kennywood. And I kind of want to note it. And this will be much more TLDR than the last time we were covering it, which might be a good thing to be honest. But I thought it was interesting because Palace was actually getting a foothold into realizing how to operate these parks. And maybe in doing that, they realized this might be a bit much we can chew money-wise to deal with this. I also have, this is no actual fact or reason behind this, it's just an inkling. I wonder if that they were trying to put this in through for a while, but because of a big, elephant in the room, but steel curtain, and them have to deal with that. Herschend's pretty familiar with having to deal with a marquee attraction that has reliability issues. So they were probably trying to say, hey, can you deal with this before we really acquire the park? Now, we still have no confirmation officially if it's going to be a smooth sail from here, but for what we can assume is, I'm hoping that the transition can be smooth, because it took Palace quite a few years to get along with the Kennywood crowd. And when I went to Lake Compounds, I felt like Palace put in everything very seamlessly with adding, the potato patch and stuff that was normally from Kennywood and other parks. So I wonder if Herschend and what investments they will see, and if they'll truly keep the true vibes of some of these. I wonder if they look at these as like, hey, stuff like Lake Compounds won't be getting much, just improvements, renovations. It's not like they're going to all of a sudden get a big steel coaster. It really just helps them, I guess, bolster, kind of be money cows for other parks. That's what I'm kind of assuming now that I'm thinking about this again. But Tyler doesn't normally have thoughts for these. Scoob! Just join on in randomly.
I was checking to see if Ty was still just sitting in here by himself from last night or not, honestly.
Bro,
me and Taylor joined and we were talking for like 20 minutes, Ty, and we were like, wait, he's actually sleeping, isn't he? What's going on? But we couldn't see you in the room, so I assumed you just left it on in there and left or whatever. But
yeah, I was definitely in my bedroom.
you guys talking about Herschend here?
Scoop, yeah, we're talking about Herschend a bit. What are your thoughts on this, Scoop? And Tyler,
I love
it.
it.
It's gonna joke that Tyler doesn't care about this.
I don't know, like the corp.
He's like, pixies and cogs and
Who knows, man?
I hope Compounds gets adjusted. I caught your tail end there talking about Lake Compounds, and I've heard that park used to be nice, so I hope that gets its love and upgrades over the course of time. Kennywood joining Herschend is kind of cool though, in my opinion, because that provides a bigger, I don't know, regional source of entertainment for them, a bigger pocket to go into. And the other thought that I had, I saw someone talking about this, is every Herschend park has an RMC. So does that mean like Kennywood and Compounce are going to get some RMCs put in there?
Now, when Kentucky Kingdom added, that was with Ed Hart and stuff. So that was when
That is true. Yep, that's true. I'm just saying every single park has one.
Yeah, they're probably familiar. Like, screw it, we'll take it because of more familiar with that. Now, are we gonna see 208 retrack on Boulder Dash?
No.
Just give it a Frankenstein treatment. I mean, it already has like 50% type track. It's already
Make it better. Recession proof it.
No, I will. No, it is very. That's the thing that might happen, right? Because Lightning Rod, is a steel coaster now. It's a hybrid. There's another one. Outlaw Run, its whole chain lift just got retrack.
Yep.
There's another coaster that they added steel to. I can't remember, but Herschend is they're basically saying screw it, if we have to, right? I think Thunderhead is safe because they're realizing GCI did a good retrack on that 2 years in a row, and it's paying off. Also, did you get a haircut?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. I was like, how short is it? I was expecting to seem just bald.
No, it's still, yeah, I shaved it all off. No, I got a little undercut right now for the summer.
Oh, summer.
Yeah, it got warm out here, and I was like, heck yeah, time to get a haircut. And then as soon as I got my haircut, it got cold again. So,
how is your girl, by the way?
She's good. She had a good birthday yesterday. Everything's all good. She didn't have to go to the hospital the other day. It was false alarm. Well, we went and got her checked, but some false alarm, so we're good. She's got a MRI or whatever, not an MRI, ultrasound that she's got to get done here soon. Not because she's almost pregnant or anything, something else, but yeah.
Well, that is great to hear. We get the great news. You missed the great. Look, I don't even know what we were debating because we honestly agree, Tyler. To be honest, they innovated at their time. They just need to keep doing it. Like, can we not agree to that?
But, what are we talking about?
Now, and the thing is, they all have started doing that with Pipeline and Rapterra. Like, that's basically what we agreed on.
Okay.
It's B&M because look, they're not the almighty because you were saying like they're the best. I'm like, look, we went down on it. I was like, look at everyone's top 10s and where they rank these rides and really what came down to it was I was like, where do people say RMCs is this unreliable? Like, when I go to my park, Twist Timbers is open. When I go to Cedar Point, Steel Vengeance is supposed to, maybe 2 trains, but it's open. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Storm Chaser.
I got a weird thought on that. Like B&M, I think is the most consistent, so they get rated very highly because you don't when you build an Intamin, it can go very, very well or it can go very bad at times, right? You don't have that fluctuality with B&M. So when you buy a B&M, you know it's pretty much going to freaking work. That's what I like about them. Now, do they create the most insane stuff or do they try the hardest with innovation? I don't believe so. I think Pipeline's cool, but let's be real. They went back on old technology that took 20 years to perfect to get that right. So I don't really find that innovating. They went back and looked at old stuff and fixed it. So I don't know. They're a great company. They're going to be here for a long time, but it's the quality of consistency that keeps them where they're at.
Because you're going to add a B&M at a park, and then you're going to, a brand new park, nothing else there. And then that's their marquee attraction for.
And suddenly it's going to work out too. Like the capacity issues will help out with the B&M. You're not really worried about it not being able to run full trains and stuff. Like, how many B&Ms do you know that have sat down for long periods of time? Hell, Fury cracked in half and was down for a month.
That's a testimony to their supreme manufacturing.
But
that's what I mean. Like,
yeah, I say supreme manufacturing, but
meanwhile, the Gerschlauer with their cracks, the S&S can't stay open.
So, but the thing is, I'll say all those layouts are so much more innovative than anything. Like, you could say, I can't believe we went back to this.
They're more innovative.
We were on this for like 30 minutes.
Chain lift in the world.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm laughing. I'm like, this is hilarious. But I'm saying, like, all those layouts are actually doing something that people are like, wow, I'm going to come back. you could say all you want the hypersonic was up for however long it was, but that was the first air compressed launcher shooting you up a straight up top hat and back down. That is something you were gonna be like, holy shit, I'm gonna come back for. A hydraulic launch. Well, they haven't even made launch coasters until recently. Like Thunderbird, which is a cute launch, you know, pretty good launch. Pipeline, people like it for the airtime hill. Otherwise, the launch itself is not good. I'm just being realistic. I'm used to intimate launches. I'm used to... Zara had a good launch on Verbolten. Like... but realistically, it's the layouts. Like, they're doing things, B&M staying safe. And that's fine. You know, like, they're not using hydraulic launches. It didn't work, but people love those coasters. People love Stormrunner. People love Accelerator. People love, I can't say reference, but people love these Accelerator coasters. They use LSMs now, but that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. That's the type of stuff. You like the big and dumb. And everyone does the big and dumb, and they really don't do the big and dumb. Not anymore.
I love the big and dumbs.
Yeah, that's a point I'll use for you. The last big and dumb thing they did was Fury.
Yes.
Now, I guess Pipeline, you can kind of consider that because you are jumping around, you know.
I mean, it's not big or dumb. It's innovative and creative. Anyways, where were we?
I'm cutting it there.
Is the merger good or merger bad? I don't know.
Yeah, I feel bad for the Kennywood crowd. Because they had to deal with, they were probably in turmoil, like, oh shit, we gotta band together to fucking fight for Kangaroo again and all this shit. No, I think if Herschend keeps the right people, you know, if they can, now who knows? I think a lot of the people that were running Kennywood was Palace appointed, so we'll have to see if they can keep the same uptrend with Kennywood and then really make improvements and renovations to lake compounds. Because even when I was there, it was a great time. Sure, there were some places that were kind of downtrodden and you would just not go there because why would you go there? A lot of empty pockets, but the lively areas were lively and the staff was fun. And it's a cute little park. I wish it wasn't 9 hours away. If that was like Knobel's distance or less, like 3 hours, 3.5, I would be there a lot more. Yeah, that park's cute. So, Idlewild is another interesting one because I haven't been, but I haven't heard the best things about it. But I know it's also not trying to be the biggest thing ever. So, I don't know. In terms of investment, I still think they're going to use them a lot as money cows. Like, they're going to definitely put some investment at first, you know, small. But then to help with that Silver City big investment that they're having, to help with the I think they're adding a hotel there, help with that new roller coaster and pay off that for, I don't even know if it's a roller coaster, that indoor experience they're adding at Wildwood Grove at Dollywood. Yeah, I think that is potentially what they're going to do. They're going to Michigan's Adventure some of these parks that like Six Flags is doing, essentially. I do think we need to end the cast with Coastal, so we'll definitely keep that up. But, what was the other big news? Oh, the death of wooden coasters. This is not really big news, but it's just Moaga, as Girl Cat comes over here to comfort you.
Come on up.
Moaga, make wooden coasters. Or Moaga, I guess, yeah, make wood great again. I don't know.
Make wood hard again.
Make wood I mean, I guess Gravity Group's kind of doing that with their pre-cut track. This stuff is thick. You be seeing a lot of that laminate like seeping on the side of it. Them beefy boys. There's a lot of planks. But no, Arkansas Twister is getting just taken out. Apparently, it was too much for Magic Springs. So it's one of those unfortunate situations, not because the park wanted a spider situations yeah, we tried to make it work, but unfortunately, guys cannot have it running. Now, I did hear it did not get the best maintenance throughout its life. So,
did you cover the one that they're closing, but they didn't? That's standing but not operating.
Yeah, this is right now, Arkansas Twister.
Okay.
So it will be standing but not operating. We'll see if they try to ask, what I think is gonna happen. the cheapest option is probably going to be GCI retrack throughout the year. It's going to be a project, a 5-year project, so the whole thing's retracked. Unfortunately, what I want to happen, put pre-cut track on there, have Gravity Group reprofile it a bit, give it some modern profiling in some areas, and bring it back to life. Boom. What a lot of people will probably want to happen is RMC it! Yay! RMC! Whoop! And it's like, I feel like it's the most expensive option too, though. Like, and is it really gonna bring where no one went to Magic Springs? Like a lot of people were saying, "Oh, I'm not going now because," I'm like, "You didn't go before." Like, yeah, so I'm confused here. RMC is gonna help out for enthusiasts. Is it gonna help out for locals? Probably. Locals like RMCs.
I would love one. Dude, I'm clamoring for one at Michigan Adventure still, not to get off sidetrack here, but RMCs do bring a value to people.
You know what? Let's tangent. Oh my god.
They
I'm
should
sorry,
RMC
that was so cute.
Shivering Timbers.
Wait, what?
They should RMC Shivering Timbers.
Stop.
Have you ridden it?
Are you doing this to trigger me now?
Have you ridden it though, Ty?
No.
I know you're doing it to trigger them, but honestly, that ride, it probably needs a little retracking, but the ride is phenomenal.
Hopefully they Titan track it.
Yeah, one or the other. I would prefer the Gravity Group just to keep it wooden. Like you guys were saying, keep the wood.
Just make it Titan track. Just make it a full glossy, smooth.
Exactly.
Like a mid version of a B&M. I said a mid version of a B&M. So
I couldn't see that. Honestly,
yeah. Now, hear me out though. Reason why I was saying before, because you didn't know about this. We recorded a whole podcast last night, and I didn't have the audio channels on at all. So, yeah, that was fun. Yeah, we were just basically yapping just because for that point. So this is
you guys were warming up for the show. That's all. You guys were practicing, auditioning.
We actually talked about Wiener looping in Wiener Park for a good 40 minutes.
Yeah, I think actually it'll be great that you're here now because then you can get fresh to some of this.
So we can talk about Wiener looping.
Let's go into that afterwards.
What's going on with that?
But to keep it on to backtrack a bit. I guess backtrack all the way just to get out of the way. Wooden coasters, they're dying breed here because now you got Prowler getting a lot of Titan track. When I was looking at exactly how much was on there, and that's hurt me because Prowler is slept on. Really good GCI. I feel similar to Mr. Timbers. So here's what someone said that they got: a new Titan track. Yeah, they have a new Titan track extends from the Airtime Hill through the S-band and up to the Airtime Hill before the Helix. It's a good bit. It's about almost 1,000 feet. A lot of people are saying though this wasn't particularly rough. Keep that in mind. A lot of parks are probably recession-proofing their rides, trying to say, hey, let's see if these areas aren't necessarily rough on riders. They're rough in our pockets. They're jingling our change away. So how about we try to get ahead of that and put some just literal steel on there so we don't got to replace planks.
Why even make a wooden coaster in the first place then?
Right, because I'm look, for me...
You could just make a B&M.
Why I'm upset with something like Trimmers getting a full conversion at this point is you're just making it a steel coaster. That ride, the layout was designed with it being wooden coaster in hand. Some of the way it was taking it was it had the wooden grit and those laterals in hand. Now I'm pretty sure it still has a lot of that, but it's just the fact you were on wood, It added to that crazy, out of control, even if it wasn't the craziest wooden coaster out there, it just added that human kind of wild nature to it. And now that it's steel, and I'm going off of basically what I would have with Boulder Dash, it took a lot out of the ride, because you have moments where you're like, wow, this is kind of crazy, I'm on a crazy minecart in the woods, so I'm just on a glossy smooth Vekoma kind of float Airtime Hill, but this would be kind of crazy if I were just getting the change jingled out of me, not like in an Apocalypse or Roar or Six Flags America way, but I was getting pocket checked on a roller coaster.
The Grizzly way.
Grizzly, it has some bite. It feels like I'm on wood. So,
which is your favorite thing to be on?
Yes, a screenshot. So, no, I'm just kidding.
Man, you guys are wild.
You actually will hear earlier that I was actually able to unsend before a screenshot, so that was nice. So it never actually happened. Whatever I said just did not happen. Titan getting repaint finish, and it's disgusting because it just looks like they're just like doubling down on the Cowboys being in Dallas and shit. I just think it's fucking disgusting. In case you didn't realize, this is a Commanders fan cast with also Bears. It's good.
No, hey, I'll be a Commanders fan against the Cowgirls. Fuck that, bro. I'm on your side.
Let's go.
Wholeheartedly. Anybody against the Cowboys, all right, we can go off on that. Worst team in the league. Keep going.
So, yeah, Tyler, are you a Buccaneers fan?
Yeah, you know it.
Oh yeah, didn't you say that they had the Buccaneers come to that museum you guys went to all the time? I forgot what it was called. It was the museum we went to on the way to I think it was Bush. They had like this Trash-saurus Rex or something.
Yeah. Recyclosaurus Rex.
Recyclosaurus Rex. Yeah, didn't you say the the Buccaneers went there sometime or something? Or am I just like, was I just super baked and you were just like, I was almost like...
I don't know about the Bucks going there, but... And yeah, you're talking about Mosey and Recyclosaurus Rex. And yeah, you were baked. You were baked for like the 72 hours you were there, bro.
Well, I appreciate you. But we got an update from Sandy and Showraiser. So apparently Sandy is operational. The backseat cracked on it. But apparently it's been fun to operate for this person. This is like apparently this is apparently an operator, quite frankly. But we're gonna see if it's true. This is a rumor, right? But a Showraiser is actually where it's interesting. So it's been down since the end of 2023. There was a crack in the first version, and also coasters crack all the time. Dominator end of 2023 was down for a whole most of Winterfest. They didn't talk about it, but there was a crack in the ride and they had to fix it.
Yikes.
Yeah. And that was before the Fury crack. Or I think it was before or after. I don't fucking know. Let's save yours cracks. When did the Fury crack happen? Was this last year? Or was it 2023?
It feels so long ago, but I don't remember. Honestly.
Let's look at when did Fury crack. When did Fury crack? 2023. That is crazy that was this is almost 2 years ago. Wow. Whoa. All right, but yeah, they say that they think there's a crack in the first version there. And after the first version of the LSM pad, they apparently fixed that, but the main issue is
it's not a B&M, so it can't reopen.
They need chain replacements as well, and there's stuff, other stuff with the lift hill. They do dry runs, but the structural integrity sucks apparently because it's on a marsh.
On the dry run.
So. Yeah, if you want an update on Showraiser, well, apparently Sandy's open. So if you want to pay that, I don't know if they're still doing because they changed it where you had to pay a full single pass. Yep. I don't know if they reverted that.
They did that in 24 when I visited. It was a $70 fucking ticket, and yeah, I essentially just rode Sandy's a bunch, and then the half pipe once, and then the other thing. Dude, I think I gave the trip report about that one, and that was such a shitty fucking experience.
Is that like the worst park you've ever been to?
Yeah.
Did you ride Nickelodeon Street at least?
Yeah.
Slime Street closed. Sandy's Blazing Bronco closed. Skylight, TMNT. So 3 of your main roller coasters are closed. Now, granted, where was the maintenance schedule for these? TMNT is supposed to open apparently in next month, so that's what they're saying. But they never follow the schedule, so
no, they don't. Just like Busch Gardens doesn't. And also, maybe don't do your annual maintenance at the time if your other shit's gonna be closed.
That's fair.
They need to find. That's the thing. A lot of these parks be like, "We'll be year round," and they're like, "Okay, when are you gonna maintain your rides?" You gotta do it at some point, right? I actually think, Busch Gardens Williamsburg is technically year-round now. They don't advertise it, but you could go to the park basically any time on the weekend. Throughout the year, they always have an event. Your ride availability is going to be shit. You might only have, Apollo's sometimes, Verbolten maybe, and something else, but... yeah, like at least they'll do that. They'll kind of let you know, like, hey, this is off time, so it's not gonna be active and everything. I'm curious about that, but more themed beer. Gonna be a Pilsner, and it's the Texas Giant.
Good.
So I thought this was a new Texas Giant at first, and I'm like, I was kind of confused. But yeah, this is it's Pilsner. I'm pretty sure it's like around a 5%. I'm excited to try it. Hopefully, it's not a hoppy Pilsner. So it's gotta piss me off. All right, now we're at Wiener Park.
He said, "No, we're at Wiener looping."
Wiener looping. Basically, should just call it Wiener Coaster. So, Wiener looping is opening, or the track is completed apparently at Wiener Prater, and we looked at this place. Looks kind of cute in Austria. Or you were saying Australia. But see, you see, this is what I mean. Look at like these crazy. This track, man. It's crazy. It's awesome. Is this mock or
What?
I'm trying to see a mock? Yeah, this is a mock coaster. You know, like you look at every layout of mock now, you're just like, whoa. Yeah, but the Wiener coaster is I don't know when it's gonna open. We actually didn't look at that this whole time. We were talking about it last episode, or this last not episode, and in general. So I'm assuming it's gonna be later this year, right? And apparently, look, they're gonna have backward seats like Bakut's always done. Does that thing spin? Hold up, is this a spinning coaster? Maybe I should look at Wiener looping real quick. Is Wiener looping going to be?
Whatever you guys can't see his screen, but the second he typed Wiener into his Google bar, there was like 7,000 recently viewed tabs.
Wait. Yeah, saved bookmarks.
There's just like 27 different like Pornhub Wiener tags on there.
I'm sorry, it's not that funny, but
Dude, no, the episode that wasn't recorded, it was just one Wiener joke after the other. So I
kind of love that. That's what it should be.
It was pretty good, and we learned a lot about this park, which I don't necessarily have the time to deep dive into it.
It is a Big Dipper. Okay, I don't know why I thought they were spinning. Looks like they're spinning here. I guess that backward trade is just throwing me off. Oh no, yeah. Oh, that's crazy. It's like that is kind of cool. They're like away from each other. The train, the front side, the front and the back are facing away from each other. That's kind of cool. Well, I think this ride's gonna be quite like the Big Dipper needs to come to the U.S. really bad. It's pretty apparent, and they showed out how far they can go with it. Voltron, and that has been easily probably my top 5 bucket list coaster to ride now. So. What's your
number one? Mine's probably Ride to Happiness or Voltron, yeah.
So yeah, also so I guess they're adding Titan Track to Woden. That's just a quick tool tidbit there. And basically saying they're definitely recession-proofing these rides, and unfortunately, the recession is the reason why Woden coasters might just die.
Tell me that logo doesn't look like Dick World there, Scoob.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Dick World.
See his screen? It looks like Dick World.
Yes, I see it.
But the first runs of Dick World, Mechalodon at Walibi, Belgium. I think this area is going to be cool. No, this
thing looks kick-ass.
This looks like a new take on their bobsled coaster from Gerstlauer. Or maybe the family throw. The generational coaster is probably what the buzzword is.
This thing looks like it would give Big Bear a run for its money.
Right.
Whose is this one?
This is Gerstlauer. It's Mechalodon coming to
yes, okay.
Walibi, Belgium. Also, the Walibi Park's expanding like shit. I love it.
Dude, yeah, a lot of those, I think we talked about it before. Some of those European theme parks are like, we're going to go from 6 to 14 roller coasters in
like 5
2 or 3
years.
years. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
They're like, no, in like 2 years, we're going to be like a Planet Coaster Park.
Yeah. So
I'm just hoping they all stick around because a lot of the builds over there are cool at this point, and it seems like they're trying to go bigger over there now.
Like, it really does feel that way. I talk about it a bit, like, as America played very safe and conservative, they kind of took way more investment and played more after, the first 2 years of COVID. And you could see it paid off for a lot of them. Like, when you look at their attendance, like, it's definitely, Poland, I think, Poland. Energylandia finally hit 4 million visitors for the first time.
Oh, wow.
So, and then they said now that they're not getting, government money anymore, so that park is pretty full if you look at it from what they have. I definitely could see them slowing down. And apparently it's not hard to just fly in there, to be honest, to Poland and just leave. So, interesting. We'll have to see. Apparently they have a good like hotspot, a hub apparently to have that work for a lot of travelers. But I truly think that the innovation, that's where it's gonna go. You gotta be willing to spend the big bucks. Now, I wonder if Mach is too expensive for us over here in the States, but like B&M, they have a plant here though. That's the thing, the big thing that helps them out.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that part.
Oh yeah, I guess shitty situation at Toxicator. I can't cover it anymore. It's gross. The sewage pipe burst and
your average British experience.
The sewage pipe burst underneath the ride on opening day for the ride, and yeah, it was literally like inches, like pooled of shit and sewage. Surprisingly, they were able to open the ride again and open the area, which I don't know how that's sanitary, to be honest. Yeah. Hopefully, though, everything is, apparently they say Toxicator, regardless of what happened there, they say it slaps. And I'm a big fan of the top spins, regardless of the horn that ruined my sack early in my riding years. Yeah, top spins are great. I love Huss fly rides. So,
Baby cat.
Oh, is there a baby cat showing?
Baby cat. Do.
I guess now Rapterra. So I've got to go to Airtime Mike's Instagram again. Do y'all have anything you wanna? Actually, you know what? Real quick before I do that, what RMC should a park get? Or what park should an RMC or park RMC? What RMC should a park get?
Carowinds, because they have Hurler there. That's a perfect for.
What park should get an RMC? I'm sorry for fucking with people's heads.
Carowinds.
Really?
Hurler, boom, Twisted Timbers treatment, bada bing. Now that park is now elite.
No, their depth chart's still bad, but
not if it had a Twisted Timber. If it had Twisted Timbers, okay, then it has Fury, the Fury 325. Then it has Afterburn.
Yeah. Then what's after that?
I'm actually drawing blanks.
Yeah, you got to think. Cause I'm telling you, bro, that fall off is atrocious. You're falling off a cliff, Wile E. Coyote style.
I mean, I like Thunderstriker. I like Intimidator.
It's
yeah,
it's a slug on rails.
Correct though. Oh, Copperhead, dude. What the fuck?
Oh, did you not mention Copperhead? I thought you did.
No, I didn't. No. So
I'm thinking the top four for me: Afterburn, Fury, Copperhead, and then if they added RMC, we assume, right? Like
yeah, and then Intimidator. So that's not bad.
that's a slug. That is a slug.
It is.
I'm like I'll ride with people, and I'm like, what airtime are you getting that I'm not? Like, I'll genuinely ask that. I'm like, To me, it's like Apollo's Chariot's cousin.
It's big and stupid. I like the big right turn at the high elevation, like on the far right seat.
Now, Brian makes a good point about that ride, though. Without that ride, that really put Carowinds on the map. Like, if you look at what they had before that, nothing. They had nothing at that park. like without Intimidator, like they wouldn't have had Fury, they wouldn't have got Copperhead, like they wouldn't have tried to actually put their investment.
They did have Afterburn in '99.
Yeah, but like 99, I'm saying like that's 20 years. No, that's 10 years. My bad. That's 10 years. That's a 10-year gap.
Yeah.
For like something big like that.
That would have only been it. Well, I mean, Nighthawk. Oh no, that was...
Yeah, but even then, like Nighthawk was one of the weird ones. No, it was somewhat more reliable until it wasn't. When did that one open up?
Nighthawk?
Yeah.
04.
Interesting. Why was Batwing a bit more reliable than Nighthawk? And Batwing's not reliable anymore, but
those trains are so cool looking.
also they did the first floorless or flying.
Who?
Vekoma. But I honestly will say those trains do not make me feel safe. Like they're Velcro, bro. Like that's it, and I'm like going through these crazy forces. Like there's forces on those rides. Like those have one of the best loops too. I'm not gonna cap. Those are really good loops.
That is true.
They look so mundane and mid.
Line of fly.
That's when it like throws you. Yeah, it throws you from your flying position to the lying position.
And then the fly to lie. Yeah. Okay.
Honestly, wish B&M if they had the chance did more with that with the flying coasters. Like kind of just like have layouts where you're kind of just flip flopping. Not obviously too fast or anything, but just like sometimes you're on your back, you're going through portions, then you go back up, fly over some like into an airtime hill. Like that'd be pretty interesting. But Carowinds, that your pick? You don't think Carowinds for you for your RMC?
Yeah, that or RMC Shivering Timbers.
Come on, bro.
Just to send Scooby and West.
Is there another wooden coaster there though? I wouldn't take out the other one, to be honest.
Where are we talking? Mission Adventure?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got Zack Zoomer and they got something else too. Why am I blanking? Wolverine Wildcat.
Oh, okay. Didn't they add
some Titan track to Wolverine Wildcat, I believe? Yes, on the drop and somewhere else. It was like 280 feet of it or something.
Okay, not much, but
Shivering Timbers.
It might be 580. I might be misquoting because it was a couple years ago, but
you're hating on that ride, and that is literally so Tyler coded.
It's so cool looking. It is Tyler coded.
It's just big ass wooden hills, crazy lattice structuring, like across a lake. Like that's look at that chain lift, bro. Like, oh my god.
No, it's cool as fuck.
Now I will say, I really do hope it does. Like I heard it's inconsistent. The one thing I heard, but I heard when it runs well, it runs really well.
That only cost $4 million.
I mean, look at it. It's just fucking airtime hill after airtime hill after.
Yeah, but do you know how expensive lumber is? I guess probably it wasn't.
It probably wasn't back then.
Yeah.
Wooden coasters used to be cheap as shit. Look how much Voyage was.
Yeah, Bill Clinton was president, so. It was...
Wait, what are we looking at? Whose are we looking at?
You actually looked at Bill Clinton.
we could afford things back
then.
No,
Shivering Timbers was only $4 million back then.
We're looking at Ty's screen. Okay.
Yeah, when did it open?
99 or something.
99. Yeah, that makes sense.
98.
How much feet of track is it? What's the length?
5,300.
Jesus Christ.
Literally almost.
That is a steal. Oh, look up Voyage, because you're gonna be shocked at how much that was. That opened in 2006. You're like, oh really? That was only that? That's it.
I like that stuff's cheap.
And it was twice the cost. It was 85 or 8.5 mil.
Yeah, it does.
But
is the design wise? It's like designed probably so much.
Well, that and we had
more than
we had a Bush in office, so.
My baby.
They should RMC it.
It's already a hybrid. They don't need to.
Make it better. Make it
screw all of your...
Replace the track with steel.
And let's make it a steel coaster.
I mean, look how cool this would look. You could throw a loop or an inversion in it.
You could do that with wood. They could already do that.
Yeah, but
Gravity cube literally advertises inversions. Voyage.
anyways, moving on.
Sorry, I just preed a little bit. As Rapterra. Actually, no. Before we go to Rapterra, Scoop, where would you put an RMC? Let me actually crack down on that. Because I'm thinking about it.
I'm gonna sound basic as hell here, but I'm just gonna smack it right at Kings Island because they do need it.
No, that would actually fit well.
As much as it's a basic answer, I want them to get one. I don't even care if it's a single rail like at Great Adventure. Just give me something.
No, because Mystic gives like float ejector pops. You need like ejector craziness, like crazy pacing.
Just one. I mean, I know they need to launch more, and I know they need some other stuff more. Don't get me wrong, but
hey, just
I
ask
would
them to
still love to
launch.
see it.
We already saw how that happened last time.
Should we go for round 2?
No.
Shit. To be honest, if they just
Eyes in the
contracted
background.
it
No, please
out to
don't.
another manufacturer, or like they worked with someone else, they probably could have made it work.
What are you smoking, Scoop?
Oh, I agree. 100%.
Yeah, Scoop,
There-
what is your product today?
Wait, what?
What's your product today?
What do you mean?
What are you smoking?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't do that, but today it is. This is lemon cherry something.
You think the police
It's not
listen to our
gelato, but it's
podcast,
something
or-
else.
You be liking
It's
the
like lemon cherry frost or
You be
something.
liking the fruities, the
Not much. I like gelatos and ice cream type things and stuff like that. Sweet weeds. I'm weird. Heavy indicas, and I like them to be sweeter. Runts is good too. Stuff like that. Gassy stuff. I like GG4.
Yeah,
Like
I have
said,
Mac.
I don't
Rev
do
right
that.
now.
And then he names 27 different types of weed.
Yeah, I wish I could like indica more. Oh, I love indica. Don't get me wrong, but like I just will make me so sleepy and lazy if I oversmoke.
See, I'm not lazy with it, but I do get the sleepy part. There are times where I just want to take a nap at 4 p.m., but it doesn't happen most often. Sunshine is stronger than the weed most of the time, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Vitamin, hitting me feels good.
So
What did
King's
Tell
Island
Mike.
for me. Where would I put a RMC?
Oh, wait. Also, I was going to say I would put one at Kennywood, too, but side point.
Trying to think where could they fit that little bugger? Where could they fit that little thing?
But,
Put a wall
it
moose
couldn't
there.
be single rail. They would have to build a real one because a single rail there would be too close to Skyrocket, in my opinion. So you would have to actually build it.
Or they could put a wild moose. That'd be cute. But if they would a full
I mean,
scale.
theoretically, that would be what I wanted, a wild or an RMC at that park, but not the one I was looking for. I mean, just imagine a park having Steel Curtain, Phantom's Revenge, and an RMC in their lineup, plus all the classic wooden coasters. You get the best of both worlds in one day.
Yeah, it really is, in my opinion. That would be a great collection. Super underrated.
I think Kennywood's like one of the better parks I've ever been to, so adding that would be, and if Steel Curtain works, obviously, that would be a pretty incredible top 3.
We're shooting for it. Ty is not really he doesn't really think so.
He doesn't like Kennywood?
No, he doesn't think Steel Curtain's gonna open.
Oh, I think it'll be fine. They're adding all these pillars and stuff. I mean, that takes a lot of engineering work to figure out where to add that, so I would assume they've done their homework. I'm hoping, but
Don't you do that the first time you make a fucking roller coaster, though?
Yeah, but how many times have we seen that issue? I mean, Top Thrill 2 is sitting down right now because of the same issues.
I mean, I would say
Overlooking
0
certain
on
things.
NBMs.
That's why
well,
it cracked, right?
yeah, I was gonna say there have been some issues, not as many pronounced like that, but
Tore its whole ACL in 4K.
Yeah, for a month. Yeah, and then it just handled it. Like a
you know what's
true
even
goat.
crazier is that the ride rode with the crack on it, and nothing bad
because their
happened.
spine is basically a
without
support.
issue. Yeah,
Right,
without
like-
issue.
Like
It's literally-
the rides are designed with redundancies.
It's literally Michael Jordan having the flu, going out, and then coming back in the fourth quarter after he drinks a fucking Gatorade and just fucking handles business.
Right. Like, I'm with you on that. So don't get me wrong. I'm not disagreeing at all. I think that's cool. But we've seen plenty of times coasters open and then close and then reopen. It happens a lot. Mox had the issue recently. Arrow used to have the issue all the time back in the 90s and stuff. To be fair, before computers and hand bending stuff, but that's happened plenty of times. Top Thrill Dragster closed plenty of times. Like, rides closed. Oh, and if we're gonna get into the B&M, Gatekeeper's chain snapped and was down for 2 months at Cedar Point like 2 summers ago. So I mean, shit happens everywhere.
That ride.
I was like,
is
Kumba's down right now for like.
ass.
Kumba's always randomly down, to be honest. Like if we're gonna bring up reliability for up stuff.
Just recently, and yeah.
When I and I don't mean down, and that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
That's what I've been trying to
we don't have to get back into this. I'm
Yeah.
muting your mic.
Working on my. Where do I put it in RMC?
Yeah. Otherwise, you can't read this Rapterra report.
Where would I put this RMC? If Park. Look.
Nuts.
That's a good fit. That is a good fit. I do love that park too.
RMC
That'd be
Ghost
great.
Rider.
No, that would be a terrible decision, and I actually would never show up at the park ever again. I would actually RMC the park. Is what I would do. I would turn it to a parking lot
Okay.
and put malls there. Like the complete what enthusiasts hate. The complete opposite. Just turn it to homes.
That's basically what happened to every park in Michigan and every trolley park in America.
Yep.
You just told the tale of trolley parks. Congratulations.
Well, don't RMC Ghost Rider, and I won't just
Please.
and I won't like angst become a billionaire, excuse me, just to buy knots and when they RMC it and just to destroy. No, I would. That's what I would do. I would buy it just to destroy the RMC and then sell it. No, that's exactly what I would do. If I were a billionaire, just like look, crazy amount of money, and I saw they RMC'd Ghost Rider.
That is so wrong. And then just destroy it.
Well, Jordan also said he would say. I forgot what he said. He's like, he took away like intimate. He said take away intimate as a whole to make sure they never make cheat on it.
That's funny.
Also, what did he say about? He said, "Oh, you didn't tell him about 305."
Can't find how much Kumba cost to make.
Kuma was probably like 15.
I was going to say 14. That's wild. I literally was almost like 14 mil.
That's what I would assume. Yeah, if I'm gonna say knots, another good one would be. I honestly like Kennywood. I'll do like the Kennywood option. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the parks that have them, a lot of parks that have RMCs, they're good. Like if you, it's to the point where it's like you want the diversity. You want to make sure you go and still have, And the thing is, like, when I ride Wicked Cyclone, it does not feel like I'm riding Gwazi or Steel Vengeance or vice versa, right? But just let's get some new ones in there. Let's get Vekoma or Mox. That's how I'm seeing it. But Rapterra, people wrote it. The sign looks great. I will be there on Friday and Sunday. So if y'all want to hang at all, say anything at all, we'll definitely be with a few homies there. To be probably with Airtime Mike, Alex. Hopefully, and see if some side fish is gonna be there. That'd be cool. But let me go to Airtime Mike's Instagram so we can talk about this. Yeah. So if you want the full rundown of it, I know Copy with Coaster Bro, Zero Beer Roll was on there talking about it as well with Airtime Mike, because they both were there riding the ride. But here is his official thoughts on it.
Coastal.
He wrote from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. basically from open to close of the media event. He
Wow.
says there's not a rattle or rough at all. Get that debunked quickly. Mostly smooth. There's some typical Wayne coaster bounce you'll feel, but nothing GP will care about. Best seat is back row left side, inside seat, and then the front right. Doesn't matter the seat. You can see the entire ride waiting in the queue. Coaster flies by you multiple times. Launch, powerful, way more bite than Thunderbird. Theme, the best elements are tied between the Rapterra roll and the wing over drop. Airtime hill, you do get floater. There's a ton of hang time and floater on this ride. Theming is excellent. A lot of attention to detail with homage to volcano. Throughout, prior to launching, there's volcano rumbling, multiple birds screeching. In the queue line, concrete from the original volcano was scattered throughout. There's also audio, people speaking, just like I guess at the temple. And the station looks great with the new digital boarding boards. Bins are on the ride. You need a locker. Sad. Really, the only con is that there is no shade at all for this ride. And I'm like, what are you doing? It's Virginia. You need shade.
Luckily, it doesn't get too hot there.
Yeah, luckily it doesn't get like
Cooking. Fry an egg.
oh jeez, literally like when Tyler went last time, it feels like 107 degrees. So
We literally cooked my friend group.
He said, we're just cooking out here.
Mm-hmm. We're just cooking some overly inflated egg prices.
Hell yeah, let's go. Totally kidding on that.
Dude, you know what's better than $2.30 for a dozen eggs? $9 for a dozen eggs.
I agree with that.
So I am excited for Rapterra though. It's gonna be excited to see about this wing over drop. See how they change. Actually have difference in pacing and feel different ride than something they have done before. Because that's what we need.
They should just let me ride it without the restraint on. Just let me sit there.
I mean, if you can do that, then I probably will not like the ride.
I'll just hold the edge of the seat and I'll be fine. Maybe not on the wing over. That part might kill me. All right.
I think it's gonna be cool.
It is going to be awesome. I just don't like that. That's my only problem.
Yeah, Rapterra's happening. It's here. Yeah. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. Alton Fury is not gonna open with the park, but it will open. I think I'm gonna say June, July, something like that.
Crazy that another non-B&M doesn't open with the park opening. Crazy. I am gonna start this.
Yeah, I can't imagine B&M doing what Alton Fury is doing. To be honest.
Let me know when you guys can see my screen.
I see it.
I see it.
All right. Let's go. It's a B&M.
Put in.
It's a hyper. It's a hyper. It's taller than 197. We have to remember. We have to read this out right. So it's in America. It's a B&M. It's not inverted. It inverts less than 6. It's taller than 197, which is how we know it's a hyper or a dive. It's shorter than 3,800 feet. So it might be a dive. It might be a tall dive, and it's faster than 67. Is this Shikra?
You said North America, right?
Yeah, it's American.
Mm,
It's the big hint there is that it's taller than 197.
Valraven then is taller.
Yeah, true. And that gives us a bigger gap. Let's do that one. Valraven.
Nope.
Nope. That's considered a floorless? Okay, so it's Shikra. Or the other one.
You put in Shikra, right?
Griffin.
One more than one. Yeah, it could be because Griffin
gotta
has
be.
2 inversions.
Yeah. Bada bing, bada boom. Easy peasy.
That was the daily or do endless?
I don't know what it was.
Do endless. Yeah, we'll do a few more because for some reason y'all like 2.5 hour casts.
I was going to say, I actually do have to go soon, so I might just only have 1 or 2 left. All right, Scoob, you want to guess a first guess? Try
Let's see.
my biggest hint is try guessing a tall one, so that like around 200, because that way it gives you a big hyper or less type of deal. Like that's typically how I'd guess it.
Diamondback, I would guess first off rip.
So he's gone.
Kings Island. We'll see if we get.
It's American. It's a sit down, and it's shorter than that, and it does invert. West.
Sit down.
Now
US.
it's going to be a shitty roller coaster because it's not a B&M.
Put in dark. No. Put in Slinky Dog Dash. Wait, it has inversions.
No, it's inverts.
Oh.
I wish it, instead of seating and like, I wish it
Do
gave you
coverage,
like
right.
steel. Okay.
So
All right.
it's at
And
least
so
100 to like
I'm
200.
I'm guessing Hades.
But it has an. It does have an inversion, I guess.
Okay. So it's in between 50 and 60 miles an hour. That's interesting. Oh, it's short. It's short. Look. Is
how
there a
tall
launch
is it?
coaster? It is going to be
Try putting
in
in like.
between 162 and 229.
I was gonna say the Skyrocket 2s, but those are too short.
Those are taller? Are you sure?
They're like 151.
Oh. Oh, we have the hint. Do we want it?
Yeah. I can't think of anything.
Coaster
W?
first letter is W.
What coaster's first name is Dub?
That inverts 2 to 4 times.
First letter is Dub.
Under 160 feet. I feel like it's got to launch, right? Are there any Intamins or Vacomas that are W's?
Oh yeah, I forgot this W.
Wildcat's Revenge? Is that
try that.
Is that under 60 miles an hour? No, way.
It's not.
Okay, so it's not that.
Wildcat though.
That inverts.
No, in
It has to
general.
invert twice.
In general, there's like classic coasters called. I know it has to
Yeah,
invert twice.
they don't invert twice.
Yeah,
or
but this
four-
one
2 to 4
does.
times. Yeah, exactly.
This one does. This classic one coaster does. So,
Wodan.
it's in the U.S., so it can't be Wodan.
Wildfire?
Wildfire is in Sweden.
No, what's the one at the pretty one?
That's
Under 160 feet though.
It has 7 inversions.
Oh, what?
6 or 7, something like that. It's like a lot of inversions.
The short one?
Wildfire, I'm pretty sure, has like a lot for what its size is.
Well, we're not allowed to look at that.
Well, I'm just looking up Wildfire. Wildfire, basically, I know it has a lot of inversions. Yeah, it has 5 for its size.
Oh, okay, so it's not that. Huh. Got any ideas here, Scoob?
Yeah, no, I have no idea.
W.
Yeah, so it is in the U.S. Not a B&M, not a Mach, not a Gravity Group. Sit down, more than 1 inversion, but at least less than 5.
It's 2 to 4 inversions.
So that's
Well, let's just start going through parks, okay? So I'll go through a park in my head. So there's nothing at Busch Gardens. There's nothing at SeaWorld.
Wipeout, War.
Is
I'm
Wilderness
like trying to
Run?
like.
What about Wilderness Run? Is that something that inverts?
Wilderness Run. What's that?
That's like a kid one, right?
Oh,
What about Wind Runner or whatever that stupid new one's called?
Wind Chaser.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it hits 60, but you could try it.
I feel like this is just a guess.
Might have to put a space in. No, I see it. It's at the bottom. Wow, we were really close.
Fuck. So it's an RMC.
Yeah, it's definitely an RMC. It's set down with 3 inversions.
Wildcat Revenge? Surely it goes faster than 60.
Wildcats goes faster than 60. At least it feels faster than 60.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Which one though? Shortest one? The Fiesta Texas one? Probably.
Bada bing, bada boom. Alright, Uno Mas. We crushed it. That was pretty good. Scoob's gone.
No, he's muted. We'll do one more though. I'm glad he was able to join for most of the news though.
You're first guest memory, brother.
What's the best? Let's go Thunderhead. Fuck it.
Oh, how do I?
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, daily endless Thunderhead.
Uh-oh. It's not American.
And it's not a GCI. It's cool.
It's short.
Great.
It's short and fast. Doesn't invert.
Put in Rita.
That inverts, no?
No, Rita doesn't invert.
Is it shorter than 102 miles an hour?
No, and I know it's very tiny.
It's an Intamin. That is fast. Damn, Rita sucks, huh?
I don't hear great things about Rita, to be honest.
Not in the UK. It is. It's long, fast, and short. That's an Intamin. So like a Maverick type of deal.
It's an Intamin though.
But it doesn't.
Not UK.
invert.
So
Ooh.
yeah, I almost want to say Juvalin.
What about T Express?
You could try T Express, but that's
How tall
kind
is
of too
that?
tall. It's like one.
Okay.
I would say
Yeah,
it's
like
taller
a
than
foot,
that.
right? Damn it.
I would try Juvalin.
Juvalin?
Yeah. JU. Yeah.
That doesn't invert?
It's a family. It's like a straddle coaster. Denmark. Nope. No versions. No, it's even shorter than that. Longer than T. Terran?
Tatooine?
It's
It's gotta
Terran,
be Terran.
probably.
Yeah, it's gotta be Terran.
It's not Denmark, not UK, not US, but in instance. No, wait, and yeah, it doesn't have versions.
Terran.
So
It's
it is
Terran.
Terran.
We crushed it. Alright.
Drop in the
Crushed
town.
it.
Yep. Alright. Speaking of that, I think it should be the thing is maybe Scooby could be the ref in the middle.
Yeah,
of
Scooby's the ref.
He's the ref in the middle of the ring, and then you're Apollo and I'm Rocky, and we're just about to go toe to toe about B&M.
I'm for it.
Follow my TikTok.
He's just following my
Yeah,
TikTok.
I actually have to put that in there. See, that's the
I'm-
social media I hate. is
I'm
TikTok.
pimping. So I like it because the U.S. government doesn't want me to have it. So it's at ass cheeks out.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Just ass cheeks out.
Here, I'll send it. I'll send it to you on Discord.
But no, it's ass cheeks out faux cas, I think.
Fuck.
I don't know why
Ass
you didn't
cheeks
just.
out faux.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't just put for cas. Did someone take that?
I don't think it would fit.
Ass cheeks out faux. Oh, so that's literally your tag is ass cheeks out faux.
I love it. That's actually the best.
Why don't you have ass cheeks out ca?
Don't question me. Also, there's no official price for Kumba, but it's estimated 2 to 12 million.
2 to 12. There's no way that was 2.
Yeah, especially because they were going off of the estimates from the steel coasters back then, but B&M uses a little bit more steel than your average jank shit manufacturer.
Yeah.
God, look at that. Oh.
Yeah, not anymore though. Iron Menace is skimpy as fuck. What is another one? There's another really skimpy one. Pipeline looks kind of anemic too. I'm not gonna lie.
Have you guys ever seen this picture?
Dude, I've never seen that picture, dude. That's so original.
That's how innovative they were. That shit has just been on every textbook. All right. Well, ladies, germs, everybody in between.
What's your actual socials? Like, that's the only one you use?
That's the only one I want pimped out.
All right.
You know my actual socials. I have the Brothers of Back Row. You're gonna, if you just search that, you'll find either me or my brother. So
Let's go.
The Brothers of the Back Row on Instagram. Jordan's is different on Instagram.
yeah, his is like his personal one. Although we kind of share this one. Oh, this is my favorite Instagrammer.
What?
She makes, it's called Cakes on Cakes, and she makes these delicious cakes, and then sits on it.
This is why I'm saying, like, you're just so open about it. Like, do I even need to edit it? It's like,
I'm so happy that the first thing that popped up on my Instagram was that. Also, shout out this guy. He makes really good Universal content. DC Thrills.
yeah, he's also locking in. Apparently.
What do you mean?
Did you not see his story? He
Oh,
has
was he doing the ice bath?
Yes.
Oh.
He had the fucking bowl. It was a pretty terrible looking ice bath, but
Yeah, Brothers of the Back Row on Instagram.
and you can follow Scoob at Brothers of Scoobyverse.
Pretty much something like that.
What are you giggling at?
Oh, because I'm just being an idiot. Oh no, you can actually follow Scooby on Instagram at Wiener Coasters.
Heck yeah.
And then you can follow Scoob on Instagram. Excuse me, I'm fucking baked. Scoob on Twitter /X at Scooby Coasters.
Oh yeah.
And then you can follow me at West Howard Coasters on Instagram, and follow my Twitter at West Howard C. And for the main account here, you can just follow us at the High Rollers DMV on Instagram, and then at the High Rollers C on Twitter. So y'all will catch y'all on episode 71, where hopefully we'll record the whole first edition of it. But I'm glad that we were able to put it together at least, and then actually have Scoob here because
Yeah, boys.
I was kind of pissed. I'm not gonna lie. I was like literally ending it, and I saw, I'm like, hold up, why is my mic and Tyler's voice not coming through at all?
Ooh, yeah, I would have been pretty
Like,
bummed.
same amount of time. I was like, yeah, I gotta go to D&D pissed off, and just smoked my way out of this or something. Oh, did she finally post the video?
Which
Should I
one?
come through my audio?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, I won't. But there I am. Oh, I was trying to dap up the kid that was terrified behind us. I forget his name. And he didn't want nothing of it.
Rip ride. Look at that slide.
Dude, it's so good.
That slide?
Yeah. I love every part of this ride. Oh. The airtime.
Dude, I
that
gotta
you
love
eject
that
in all
backdrop.
this.
Just love the scenery right now.
Okay. Look to your right and you see all the park.
Love's going into a break, running a break.
I gray out right here. This part's intense.
Gray out here? Come on, bro.
Yeah, it's intense as fuck.
You see, the Trouble Club's kind of cool there. And then
Airtime. Woo, look at her feet. Look at my feet. Boom. Amazing.
she's holding them up right now. Like
Yeah,
she's
no,
holding
okay.
them up.
Not that moment.
You kick them up, okay?
No. This part, awesome little wave turn.
If anything,
So
I'm
much
looking
fun.
at the Crocs because they're cool Crocs. That's like...
There's my feet coming up. Fun fact, behind the Hard Rock, there is a piece of the Berlin Wall.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Why?
Because rock and roll history wanted it to. Also, even
Has
more fun
what
fact,
to do with the Berlin Wall?
because
All right, boys, I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna go eat here.
No,
Yeah,
that's good timing because...
Have a good night, boys.
But why are you popping off so hard on Rip Ride Rocket at the end?
because I love that ride.
Well, you're popping off way too hard.
No, I'm not.
Look at you at the end there. Can you zoom? You were like popping off like you just rode like Velocicoaster.
I can't fast forward it or anything.
Yeah. You're good, but
I said that dude next to you is handsome as fuck, and then liked it.
wow. Alrighty, so everyone, take care. Have a good one. Peace out, episode 72.0. Never know who you meet in this hobby. Hopefully to catch some of y'all at Katie. Peace out, man. Stay homie.